Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Happy October, too. I'm so glad you're with us tonight as we kick off a new month. And oh, you can feel fall in the air. You know it's fall around here when it dips below 85 degrees. So we're excited to have you with us today as we kick off a big week here. Of course, this is going to be our Monday here. So we call it What's New Wednesday because we've been hard at work for 2 days straight since we last saw you on Sunday, getting all the new jewelry, but also I got to tell you, the big marker, the big red markers come out to play today. We got a lot of discounts for you on the way. There are some really incredible museum pieces that are going to be discounted to the nine. So it's going to be some incredible jewelry on the way. We've got a beautiful trapeche. I have a very special cat's eye scapulite. I know they've been going quickly. Orange diamond is here. You don't see that very often. We have an orange diamond. It's actually GIA certified, and it's not an orange champagne either. It's a true orange. It looks like, oh, it's so neon, but it's still different than your mandarin garnets and your citrine. So we'll see that. Our most deluxe of our Panther styles is here as well. And there is a blue wing block D. We're down to those days of seeing one if we're lucky. We've got a ring. It's 5 carats plus. It's going to be an emerald cut, and it is lovely. We also have something else for you that I think is going to be a hit. It's aqua, big size aqua, great looking stone. Our Sierra Santa Marias we love. And there's even Sapphire in a necklace. It's actually going to be the most affordable way we can get you a Sapphire. Now, I'll also put it this way. We've got our world famous bestseller. Now, listen, we've had a lot of bestsellers over the years. I mean, really, there's a top 10 that is pretty much the Mount Rushmore of TVON pieces. But the one that really anchors it all would be our Diamonds by the Yard, a special one, the 202. Now, if you're interested, it's here. It is back. It is popular. It is, listen, it's never, ever going to be quite as affordable as it used to be years ago when we first developed it. That was about 5 years ago. But thousands and thousands of TVON shoppers cannot be wrong. It is an amazing value. And so if anybody happens to be looking for that in preparation for the holidays, we do have that for you today. So just let me know. It's the 202. This is the largest Diamonds by the Yard we offer. And it's going to be all those perfectly placed about only a ½ inch apart, and they go all the way around. So do have that on the way as well if you're interested. But lots to get to tonight. If you have a request, I know a lot of you do. I've been fielding requests all afternoon and really, quite frankly, since I got off the air on Sunday. So it is a great time to just always, if you're going, well, I don't usually reach out to the host herself, but if you like to call in, we've got operators standing by to help you out with those requests as well. If there's anything you'd like to see, there's nothing like real life, and live TV is real life. So again, you may not be standing here next to me, but it is the greatest view and angle and the greatest way to see your jewelry perspective. So again, really allows you to scrutinize and see your piece and know everything about it before it gets home, so there's no surprises. So if there's anything I can show you, please say the word and we'll help you out with that. There is a Sapphire deal. I know September's over, but we've got a really special little conclusion of our Sapphire wheel and also a major blowout on one of the rarest stones in the world. Total museum pieces. I've actually got our copper bearing stones. There's a rubellite and 2 purples, all in good sizes. We're going to see those on a huge blowout. They've been about $20,000 pieces. They will not be here tonight. So let's get started. We got Citrine to start. A beautiful way to go. And of course, this one would be next month's first stone. Our Citrine. It's going to be item number 9363, and it's a one only, as so much of what I have in the show is, which is why true TVON lovers know you got to watch the show to get your one of a kinds. Otherwise, they're gone, because that's also what I've been doing a lot of lately, is saying, oh, I'm sorry, that's already sold. I'm sorry, that's already sold. So it's a good time when you're here live with us. You guys get first dibs on the pieces that go. So here we are with our Citrine. It's a 207 checkerboard faceted. It is an emerald cut, but it may not look like an emerald cut because it's got that extra facet pattern above it and around it and all the way across the top. So it gives you a very prismatic type of facet pattern. This is one of the coolest mountings I think we've ever done. Now, I'm somebody who doesn't shy away from something a little different. 22 points in diamonds, but look how this sets up. It's a squared off style. You have almost this horseshoe style, but then that floating bezel set between that amazing design. So it's really holding onto the stone and giving that a really nice border, but it's also going to be some extra details that you would not normally see in a design element that really does frame the stone, set it up a little higher, and give you a lot of gold at the same time. Now remember, only one. We've got some very affordable pieces here to start. We've got, oh, maybe I literally pointed out an air, and they're just going to let me go ahead and sell it at an air, because we've got a huge value on a turquoise, by the way, that is a chain, that the chain alone that it comes with is like a separate necklace, and yet it is all priced better than the price the chain would be by itself. So that's coming up. Turquoise lovers in yellow gold, make sure you stay with me here for the next item. But here's our yellow gold citrine, and look at that stone. Never had this mounting before. So again, something new that I hope you like, but it is a one only. This is not coming back. The mold is a literally, it's a piece that's a one-off. It's literally just, it was made for this one stone. It has been just, again, destroyed as far as the mold goes, meaning we can't produce it again and again. It's not a mass-produced piece. This is your one and only. And look at those colors, bright, deep amber tones, but then those bright flashes of golden yellow as well. Oh, and by the way, you're going to see a little sneak preview throughout the show. It's on the hand of, because I like to try everything on for you right off the bat so you get an idea of the size, because that's going to be the best thing you need to know. Now, keep in mind this band. This band is going to be coming up this weekend, and it's our first ever bezel set oval band that we have. So I'll give you, and I'm wearing it here just because it's sized for a 7, so that's what I wear on my index finger, so you'll be seeing it. Plus, it allows me to still show you everything here. So there's our citrine. I mean, that is popping. That is looking good from all the angles. See how it sets up? It's almost like a U shape on the profile as well as the sides. You can see all those dynamics. I mean, it's almost architectural, really, the way it's done. And that is going to be a one only. We'll get it under $1,000 for you. So come on in. Stays in the yellow gold. This is one of those ideas where I tell you all the time, these one-of-a-kinds throughout the show, which is most of what I have on the air, are going to be really size and ship. It's size for free, ship for free, but that doesn't take a lot of time. That usually takes about a day. So a lot of these pieces can go out next day or day after. So you've got pieces coming right out to your doorstep in a hurry, and that is really amazing. Now, this is going to be our 207. Call me. We don't have anybody on the phone lines, and you know, that's kind of the thing. Mondays, or well, it's our Monday. Wednesdays tend to be that day that sometimes it takes a couple of minutes to get everybody gathered. You guys are the smart ones. You get the values, you get the deals, you get the straightaways, and I'll tell you right now, this is not going to last because it's as simple as we can make it. Affordable price tag on an amazing piece, and it's only going to be this one only. And when I say one of a kind, I mean one of a kind. There is literally only one. One caller gets it, nothing else here. It's not $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. I get to go even lower for you. Call me quickly if you would like to get it. And this is going to be going in a flash because it's not even $700 for that specialty cut. I'm not one for citrines usually, and that stone is gorgeous. It really is. Look at that. So that's going to be actually $699 because it really takes the Madeira. And even within the Madeira category, there are different levels. You see, this is one of our best, boldest, and brightest. And boy, when you see that, not from the space age view there, but like overhead, but right up close, right up front, you see that color play through. And I'll tell you, that's a lot of gold. We don't do platings. We do solid. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but I'll tell you right now, we're proud to bring it to you now. So get those values while you can. $699 on that one only, and obviously there's no way that sticks around. So first caller takes it, one only, yellow gold. We'll size it and ship it right out to you. There's a coral set. If you're a lover of coral, we have a new set of coral that's actually going to be a pendant and earring set collection. Okay, I know this one's gone, so I'm going to give you the necklace deal coming up. This is 112-9360. I'm going to tell you right now, if this was just the chain, it's a deal. If it was just the chain, I'm giving you a large Sleeping Beauty turquoise as well. Take a look at this on the hand because that's where we're going to begin. Look at that stunner. This is that. I know we throw in chains a lot. This is not foreign to us to throw in a free chain for you. However, in this one, this is the large scale paperclip link chain, and call me on that citrine because it's still here at the moment, but this is my 93601 only. I half joked behind the scenes here in the office this afternoon. I said, you know, I'll take 300 of these. And obviously we don't have 300 of anything. I've got one. But if I had 300, trust they would all go, yes. Citrine's gone, thank you. This is our 185 oval in yellow gold. I know most of our turquoise lately have been in the white gold for some odd reason, so I love that this one's in yellow. I know a lot of you have been waiting on that. And that's a 185 diamond placed up top. That diamond accent is 8 points, okay? And actually, is it 1? I think it's 1, so I don't know why it says CTT dub. Do you guys want to take that away and change that? Because technically it's CT when it's just one stone, so there's only one there. All right, so we'll do CT on that one. So 8-point individual stone there, and then look at this, 18 inches of chain that's adjustable for you, all paper clip link. There is your fabulous lobster claw, and guess what we're doing? One only, huge value. This is the deal for the chain, I promise you. Nobody could buy this chain in today's gold world for this price tag without, I repeat, without the pendant. Here's what it looks like from a distance. And by the way, you can shorten the chain all you want. because all of those paperclip individual links can be a closure. They can be your O-rings, if you will. So think of it like, yeah, an O, because it's got oval shape. So it is a really beautiful look. I'll tell you, I would take that off and wear that chain all by itself. I wear one very similar. I know what I paid. It was not the price of this incredible piece. And the pendant is removable. So the pendant is really a separate piece of jewelry. The chain is a separate piece of jewelry. And you get the entirety, the wow factor. I just noticed, did you guys notice I have an earring in my hair? Did you guys notice that? That's one of my earrings. So good. I'm like, what is that? What is that? I know that's not my hoop because I'm in a small hoop today. What is that? It's one of my earrings. So, all right, well, let me do this. I will make this even better. And we're going to make it, oh, not going to be $39.99. Who got the citrine, by the way? Carol? Hi, Carol in Texas. Wonderful. Glad to have you with us tonight. I'm going to show it up close to Tony because I don't want anyone to think that, now that's already gone because I have to move that aside. But look at this. Let's look at that solid piece of turquoise. And again, Andy, did you change that to just CT on the notes on the diamond? Because it's not a bunch of diamonds put together. It's actually just one, and I don't want there to be any confusion. So here we go. That one's going to be 18-inch chain, but just it as you want. Make it any length you want, shorter. You could make it a choker length. This is going to be, watch this price, not even, do we have anybody thinking about it already? Yeah, no, we do. We've had so many requests for the yellow gold, and that is my good diamond earring too, so I'm glad I found it. I'm glad it didn't go far. I know exactly what happened. I thought that might happen because I had a little snafu on the way here. But anyway, I'll put that. That goes in my very, very top piercing. But anyway, I'm glad I have that. Here's what I'll do instead of 3,000, 2,000, or 1,000. Pendant, chain, you get it all, and look at that chain. That is not supposed to be the chain that comes free with that piece, but it is. And it's $9.99 for the whole piece. So that is a one only. Go for it. Make sure you get it. Reminder, there's a money-back guarantee on everything. So if these prices seem too good to be true, that's already gone, then please rest assured and shop with confidence. Now, here's our next piece. This is another newbie, and here is our big opal earring. It's 1129362, and this would be our platinum. So they will stay in platinum. Now, we know no two opals are ever going to be exactly alike, so they're not going to be technically twinning, but even in twins, we know that twins are never exactly alike, right? Even if they look exactly alike, they probably have different personalities, different interests, different likes. Well, same goes for opal here. So we have our opal from Australia. These are gorgeous. They're crystal opals, and I got to tell you, those look really good for crystal opals, but that is a really fabulous look. It's going to give us a platinum and a 2-carat 60 total weight here in your oval crystal opals. There's also, I would just note, all the diamonds are quite large individually as well. They're quite large. 44 points. I was looking at this earlier, and I was really tempted to say, let's hold off, because I don't think that that is accurate at all. I think you're getting a lot of free diamonds here, if I had to imagine. So lots of them. So that's going to be, I'm going to call it 44, but they do stay as they are. That means in the platinum, and we're going to make it really, really affordable. So come on down, and you see how quickly everything's going from the show. That is going to continue all night long because of these values that I have put together for you. So really big night of shopping ahead, and more importantly, saving as the new month arrives. I don't know about you guys, but I think, well, it's always at this October point, I feel like, okay, now I can really feel the holiday festivities. I can really get excited about those holiday events coming up and all those special occasions that we're all looking forward to. And those get-togethers and those fabulous, whatever it is, the big celebrations, seeing family and friends. It is all about, and hopefully a little change of scenery with the weather too, that I think a lot of us look forward to after a long summer long. So this is really an exciting time where maybe you think about the new wardrobe. Plus, we only have 3 months left till the end of the year. So I think, okay, we got a quarter of the year left. We're going to make it wild here. And this is where we get the fabulous pair of earrings that is so goes with everything, but it is a larger earring. You see, they're actually going to sit like so because they have that post up towards that upper third. And then you're going to get all the colors of the rainbow there. Reds, yellows, those are the two most difficult colors to get. So I like to point those out first when they're arriving for us. And then you've got those fabulous bright greens, purples, blues, all of that. And we'll make it easy here. They're new right now. So nothing else quite like it. We've got those earrings. I'll try one on for you as well, so you can get an idea of what they're all about and the size. Let's make sure we get that covered for you also. So this is going to be, let's take a look at them here. That's one angle, and you can see they're giving 5/8 of an inch top to bottom because they have a bit of that almost North Star design to them, and then I'll pop one on. They're going to come with a big butterfly backing. It's a larger earring presence, that's for sure, so you rest assured we're going to give you a nice big backing to go with it. You can see there what they're going to look like from a distance. Now that is, you can see I'm in a dark, like a lower light, so a darker kind of light environment, and you really see now a different type of now neons coming through. Really the neons, the purples, the greens, it looks almost like an aqua turquoise color as well, and you can see they're sizable. They're supposed to be $49.99. I got a better value for you right now. Huge opportunity, one only. Platinum is the setting, and we'll take them even lower. How about this? And you know you got to dial in early as well, because we see how quickly everything is going already so far in the evening. Let's go back to the wheel, close up, and we'll do better than $49.39 or $29, and that is a lot of gorgeous opal. They almost, I don't know why they feel a little bit like vintage or antique. Honestly, to me, they look like they need a good cleaning, so I'm not sure where they've been hanging out, but they do. They look like, I mean, we steam clean everything before it goes out to you, but I think they need a really good cleaning, because I think that's going to be the key there. But let's make sure they go out really quickly. How about $9.99 instead? Get them under $1,000 for those really spectacular opals out of Australia. And you've got our crystals. We love those. And yes, you're getting the really beautiful $9.99 price tag to go with it. Then we have diaspora that's here. We'll remind you of that. We've got a great diaspora pendant here tonight, and there's also going to be a big top of the hours. Oh, mint tourmalines that we've loved. But usually they're in rings. We're going to show you a pair of earrings that is coming your way tonight, and also a ruby deal. Now, my own individual favorite, and I know you guys could care less about my favorite because it does not matter one bit, but I do have a Panther that really, out of all the, and I've had hundreds of Panther rings, Panther pendants, Panther rings, all kinds. There is a favorite I have because, well, you know if it's a favorite of mine, it's probably big and bold and lots of diamond weight. We have that here today, and it's our last look at it before we melt it, because it, quite frankly, was the most tempting to melt all along. And these are $9.99 if you'd like them, but I got to show you this Panther ring because it is by far the largest, most exquisite style. If you talk about spending $50,000, $60,000 in a retail establishment, you would see something, I don't know, still even not even close to this. It'd be probably peridot. It'd be about 10 points in diamonds and peridot if you were shopping something like this out in the retail worlds. This is our best in 18 karat gold, and we give it one last time on the air. This is your truly last time seeing it, last time I can show it to you, because it is so much 18 karat gold. Wait till you see the size of this. I know it's always tough to get a full perspective until you really see it on the hand, which you will coming up. It is so dynamite to get this look with the emerald eyes, which I love. Maybe it's just because I'm a green-eyed girl, I don't know. The cute little button nose there, done in onyx. That fabulous, so all gem material. And listen to this, it's one of our biggest diamond weights of any piece of jewelry we have here, because it's going to give us 2 carats 27 in diamonds. So item number here is going to be 1125063. It is, I'm giving it kind of an angled view here at first, so you can appreciate the fact that, well, as we zoom back, it has the same width on each side, which oftentimes these asymmetric Panthers do not. So that's a real key here, first of all. And then you have this fabulous look where, yep, the entire thing is covered, and I mean really covered, in diamond pave work that is so outstanding. And yet we're going to take you on a tour. We'll walk you through it. We'll walk you around it. Check this out, because it's about, I mean, there's just a little bit of a sizing bar, to be honest. I mean, it really goes, look at that, starts there. And they even did a little enameling there, so it's almost like you can see its little tongue, because they did a little bit of that enameling there underneath the onyx. Then your emeralds, those are emeralds that are marquise cut emeralds. They're more of a rough cut, I would say cabochon, but they actually have a little more like a rough tumbled cut to them. All 18 karat solid. In today's day and age, to get that amount of 18 karat gold, when you see the size of this from a distance, really wears anywhere on the hand. I would say, given the scale of this one, probably best middle ring index, but 10 points in your emeralds, 227 is your diamond weight. All paved in the yellow gold, stays in the yellow gold. We have no problem sizing that for you. It is one of, you talk about fierce, that's always a compliment when it comes to fashion. If somebody says you're looking fierce, I would say, well, huge compliment. No, I don't think anybody would question that. Here's your truly fierce piece of jewelry that is a head turner, that is one of those that stands out so beautifully for what it gives, what it delivers, how beautiful and bright it is. As far as those emeralds, they're piercing and they're quite large. You know, sometimes in these Panther designs, we'll see a little bit of, usually out in the designer world, it's peridot. Here we usually see emeralds, but usually they are so small, it still doesn't make that big of an impact because there'll be 1 or 2 point accent stones. Here's where you get that really beautiful, bold look. And we're going to try it on, and there's a new markdown, so you get the big value, you get the huge savings. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Okay, stop. Look at that. I mean, any way you wear it, obviously you're going to have a choice of how you face the ring. So it really, if you want to, like, let's say, you know, I'm up here, so I'm going to think about, okay, do I want to look at that side, or do I want it facing me, or do I want it facing out to the world? That's really for you to decide and for you to determine. But look at how stunning that is. And size-wise, I mean, that would be beautiful. Index finger, middle finger, or ring. And yet, there is one, again, this is before we melt it. It's like last call before melt, because there's so much fabulous 18 karat gold there. And we'll take it even lower than the $69.99 price that it should be, that it used to be, that you probably, if you've watched for a while, you've seen that before. Now it goes so much lower, and we get to really wow you with this price tag. Instead of $69, I'll tell you right now, give us a call. You don't want to miss it. There's one and one alone, like so many, like so many. And this will be better than $69, $59, $49, or $39. And think about what you could melt. I mean, if you want to take all the diamonds out and do the melt yourself, well, that would be obviously an option. Or you can just wear it for what it is. A gorgeous designer, bold as can be, superstar ring that is absolutely your new signature style. I think that there is something to be said for those really unique designs that instantly become so signature to one who wears them. Whether that's something you already loved and you've had before, whether you're looking to branch out to kind of that new level where you really want something that is sophisticated, something that is, I know y'all have quality. If you've been shopping with me any time in the last 25 years, you have quality jewelry, but how do you get those pieces that really show off a personality and really have that that distinctive style? This, I would say, is so it. And we're going to do it for $2,999. That is it. And there's more. Obviously, you couldn't do the diamonds alone in a plastic bag for that if they were loose on their own. So to be able to get something like that and all that, just everything about it, the detail. Think about the labor. That's the intangible. Obviously, it's easier to get a hold of. Okay, I know how much gold there's there. I know how much diamond weight. But when you think about the intangibles, like what it takes to create something like that, what it takes to build that piece, it really is next level. And we have one, and we'll see who's got it. Don't forget the opal earrings are here. Then we're going to get to our coral set, which is, trust me, you're going to get the whole set. They're so affordable. They're brand new. It's actually a color of coral we haven't seen too often. We usually see more of either the lighter or the darker. This is really kind of a mid-tone coral type of look. So we're going to see those coming up as well. But don't forget about the Panther, the whitest, the most dramatic, and yes, the most fierce by far that we have. So that's a great way to go. And then we're going to carry on with, let's get to this new coral set. This is, see, it's a real true, and I know these are not going to sit on their own. So I've got 3 pieces to show you here, the earrings and the pendant. Trust me, you will take them all. There's no question. No, even, I don't think there's even a shadow of a doubt. You're going to take the whole set, which is perfectly meant to go together. We're going to start with 1120079. That is going to be our first pair of earrings, 6x8s. I don't have a carat weight there. Could estimate it probably about 1.5 carats each, so about 3 carats total. But we've got the measurement, 6x8 on those ovals, and I know those are going to sit there for a moment because I want to show you the pendant, which is the perfect match, and that'll be 7-8 for the item number. So same thing, 1120078 if you want the pendant. Now I don't have to have one person get them both, but I would say if I can price them super well, I think you're going to easily take them both. So here's what we'll do. They stay in the yellow gold. They're all in 14 karat. And then you see that little fluted bail. It's the same bail or the same kind of fluted style that you see there in the top of the lever back that is going to be giving you that drape. So I'm going to borrow one of the earrings because the only thing I haven't shown you is the length that they're going to give you. So let's do that. Cover the ground there with a little bit of a drop, nothing too dramatic. The length on the earring will measure at about 1 inch there. I would say I'm going to call it 1 inch because, again, I always like to keep and take into account the fact that that loop is going to be in your ear. So it really is 1 inch in the drop front facing. So you've got that look. We'll take them with the filigree too around it. What a beautiful frame for those stones. Here's what they look like. Now, if you want the pendant or if you want the earrings, you can do the whole set. And I'll tell you what, I really would get the whole set. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll give you a better deal to get the whole set. Why not? The earrings are only $399. The pendant is only $299. You can take one or the other. If you would like, though, If you would like to get the whole set, because obviously that means that the whole set should be $698 for the whole set, here's what I'm going to do instead. If you would like to get the whole set, I'll give you a better value, and I'll give you the whole set, everything you see up there, for $498. Because what I'll do is I'll knock $100 off each if you want the whole set. So I really just believe they belong together. They, you know, sometimes pieces do, they're just too perfect. So that would make it actually $299 for the actual earrings and then $199 for the pendant if you do want to get them all, okay? So I'll give you $100 off on each. If you want to take the whole set, makes the whole set under $500. So $498 if you want to get the set. Yeah, the whole set. Congratulations. And again, that will be $299 on the earrings and $199 on the pendant. And then we'll save you $200 on the set. All right, so set is gone. Also, if you like coral color, but in a rare exotic one source gemstone, here's what I would recommend. Let me get the fingerprint off this Imperial topaz, 8768. So the only thing left so far, well, it would be the opal earrings, although those are verifying, and the Panther, which both are obviously going to go before the night is over. They always do. But here we are. Thank you so much on the coral set. Well done there. Now we're taking a look at the 158 Oro Preto. This is, to me, the perfect combination of what we're looking for, where it's not too yellow or orange alone, like most Imperials are supposed to be just golden, yellow, orange, some combination thereof. This has a little bit of the pink, but really almost like Mother Nature did the ombre effect, which is really stunning. So congrats on all the coral. We've got 8768 here. That will be our platinum setting, and just straighten it out here for you. Our wheel's got a mind of its own today. But here's our 153 oval. 43 points is the diamond weight, so it's going to be just under a half carat there in the total weight there, and then that's in platinum. So you get that really super special style. And again, call me on the opal earrings for $9.99, the Panther for $29.99. Everything else already spoken for from the show. So again, nice to have y'all with us. Glad to see so many of you are here ready to shop on this Wednesday night. October 1st is here. Love that we are celebrating the beginning of the month together, and really this last big quarter of the year. Can't believe it. 2025 coming to an end. But here we are, 158, and I want to show it to you on. We'll give you a great look at it from a distance away. It's a wide band to a platinum. You know, I don't think that this centerpiece would necessarily need to be an oversized band, but it is. So I like to point that out. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. And again, that diamond band coming up this weekend for all of our bezel set diamond lovers, and boy, is that spectacular, those 5-stone ovals. So again, we had that great oval ring over the weekend where we did the band, but this is going to be that bezel set version. And so it's going to be a little bit less carat weight, but it looks like more, which I love about the bezels. But here we go with, you can really see the pinkies coming through now on that Imperial. It's almost like looking at a Padparacha sapphire, because it's the same two elements of color, the orange and the pink, but coming together, kind of blending in a very specific way that also takes this rare stone that's already one of the rarest out there and just makes it more so. Because remember, we don't just give it more treatment. There is no treating. There's no heating. There's no treating whatsoever. Nothing. Nothing is done to the stone. This is as derived from natural as natural gets. And all that we have to do, like most gemstones, we take that rough crystal, facet and polish it, which gives you the beautiful cutting and the gem that makes it so versatile for jewelry, as you see here. So that's really the beauty of this. We're going to take a look at it. It's our 158, and it's a nice size. And we're going to take it on down from $39.99, make it a lot more affordable for you. I know we're all ready to shop a singular, beautiful, whatever just really you find gives you a little excitement, and that maybe, again, this is what you don't have maybe in your collection already thus far, and you're ready to add something. Well, here you go. Under $2,000, not even $19.99, and platinum. Don't forget, we got a big aqua special. A champagne diamond will be here as well. It's in a round. We don't see a lot of champagne diamonds in the rounds. We don't see any colors in the rounds very often. We've got it today in a bridge. And then we've got our sapphire, very affordable, in a necklace. So sapphire doesn't need to be intimidating because it's a beautiful bright green. So it can be like right on par with, you know, your emeralds and your tourmalines, but just really rare. So we'll see that coming up later. But here's the one only Imperial, stays in the platinum. So again, all we need to do is size it to your liking and then ship it right out. So these one-of-a-kinds are usually out to you in usually 2 to 3 days. They're arriving at your home. So probably by the end of the week, you're already sporting your piece, or maybe it would be beginning of next week, just depending on where you live and how quickly the sizing gets done, but usually that's done next day. So here we are, 19, how about 15? How about $14.99? Taking big discounts off of everything I have, and we will make this super simple. How about $1,299? Another $200 off that price tag where it should be and could be. And then speaking of rare combinations, we have a really unique combination necklace you're going to love with one of the more unusual and unique styles we've ever seen in a pendant. So that'll be coming up. Aqua's here. Got two aquas. I've either got a cushion or an oval. So we've got the aqua bases covered, plus a ruby band. The last of the ruby band. Not one big ruby, because we know how expensive those big rubies get. Look what I have here. Ooh, so much prettier than even one stone, I think, because each of the different stones, and there are 12, are all princess cuts. So they're set at that angle. We're going to see that for one last time here today as well. Seeing that one leave us now. This is very unique, and talk about a great chain that comes with it, much like we saw earlier with our turquoise that was gone oh so quickly. Check this out. This is one of my favorite combinations. It's pinks and greens together. What do you think? Oh my goodness. This is, wait till you see it on the hand. It's a massive, it's funny because it looks like Sapphire. It really does. And it would play, honestly, we've got a smaller Sapphire later. I'm just giving it a good cleaning because it had a little fingerprint on it. 7219 is the item number here. This is wild. And really, when it comes to expensive jewelry, sometimes pieces you can tell it's important just by looking at it. This is one of those styles. No doubt, with a necklace that's got a little extender to it. Honestly, they never measure it, and I'm going to have to do that for you. I think it's about a 16, so let me just go ahead and measure that for you, because it's really meant to sit at the base of the neckline, because that is your centerpiece. I'm not even sure if you're going to layer much with that one. It's 18 karat solid yellow gold, so it is going to be that upgrade. Now, that looks like Sapphire, but it's actually one of those bright trillion tourmalines. Usually tourmalines have a bit more of a kind of a blue-green. This is really that true Sapphire color or emerald color, and it's a good size stone. It's a carat 30 on the trillion bezel set, has 1 carat total among the 3 trillions in the pink sapphires. Man, if you're a trillion lover, that is your necklace. The whole piece feels like a trillion. Even with the trillions around the trillion, the whole piece overall has that trillion shape to it, and it's going to be 19 points in diamonds. So between the tourmaline, the 1 carat of pinks, all again bezel set, and then you've got the diamonds really separating the green and the pink together, and it's in the yellow gold, and it's used to be, and this has been here a while. It's an older item number. It's some 2,000 items ago, so that takes us back a ways. It does have the spring enclosure. Now, it's one of these gorgeous beaded style clasps. I want to show it from a distance on so you get an idea of the size first of all before we get any further, so you can really see that size and how it's going to play. And then I'm going to have to go ahead and just give you an accurate measurement, because I don't want to guess on this one, because you know it's all attached. You can't take that pendant off and put it on a different chain. It's all going to be as one. So want to make sure we get the length on that for you. And then here's what I'll do. I'll show you something in the meantime. We'll give you a quick look at that Imperial that is still here on the up close. I'll bring that back in. Remember, that was only $12.99 while I get you an idea of how much you can adjust this one necklace. And again, if you love having something bright and colorful, you know, a lot of us do diamond necklaces, and that's wonderful, but it is nice to have some colors sometimes. And if you have a favorite combination of colors that you tend to adore, that's going to work really, really well. So this is going to be, it is a 17, but then it's got that 16-inch O-ring as well. So you can really play with it a bit. I'm going to go back up close with this one as well, and then we'll get you a great price. It's a huge markdown, and obviously this is one of those that taking out some of the bigger 18 karat gold pieces here, and that's how it's going to sit upright there, and I'll move that Imperial aside. But you've got a great value coming your way, and we will take this one on down easily, affordably from that's from a while ago when it was $59.99. No wonder it's here. And you see the bead links, that's all going to be solid 18 karat gold. Again, stays in the yellow gold. Remember, it's 16 or 17 inches. So it's really meant to sit at the very base of the neckline. That's not a choker length. The choker length is usually 14. So just be aware, it's going to sit right at the base of the neckline. That's really where it's intended, especially when you have a bigger centerpiece like this, but it's not even $2,000. And that tourmaline with those pink sapphires together, all on point, quite literally, with the trillion. You see trillions that are a little bit sharper on the pinks and a little more rounded, like a pear shape on the tourmaline, but all really working so beautifully together. And it's also not even $19.99. It's not 2000 or 19 or 18 or 17, and somebody gonna steal this away. And you'd be smart to do so if you love unique. and you want special, and you want, to me, I mean, it looks custom made, 100%. It looks like you put those stones, maybe collected them over the years, put them together, designed it yourself. I've got one of our customers here, a longtime shopper of mine. We've been shopping together for, you know, decades, and she's always putting together her own pieces and loves creative, unique, specialty designs. And you can tell, you know, when you see something that's custom, you know it. You know it the second you see it. This has that look, but think of us as your custom jeweler, where you're not having to spend all that extra money that it usually requires to get pieces like that. We're not doing 17, 16, 15. I'll blow it out for $14.99. One only, and what a combination of stones that is. So for one caller who absolutely loves the individual, the specialty, the unique, that is so it. And those colors together, the bright vibrant of the greens, it's really truly like an emerald green if you could get an emerald that was that clean. Most of the time emeralds are not that clean. That's why that can dull that color a bit. But when we say emerald green, I know if we say that in fashion, if we're just using that as a color descriptor, that's what we usually think of as what you're seeing right here, but all courtesy of a Tourmaline. So great piece there, $14.99, one only. We're going to get to our ruby band with all those great diagonal. This feels very geometric. I'm going to start with it on the hand because I was just managing to put that on here on my left hand. So you can see this one first from this perspective, because I really think this is crucial here. It's one of those lower to this, it sits lower on the hand, so it's not a big protruding individual stone. Like a lot of times when we hear ruby ring, we think of a 1 carat perched up top in a band with a halo. This is more, you see that wider band, but not oversized, because it is almost like 3 different rows together. At that diagonal creates this beautiful swirling effect on the hand, so I think it's always really attractive that way. Very pretty on, and yet really unique because of the princess cuts. That's really the separator here, is the fact that they're princess cuts and not your basics, not your ovals, not your rounds. We're back up close here to see what that looks like, and it's going to be item number 112-7828, and this is our last call on this one, pretty much last call on everything, whether it's a brand new piece or if we're returning to another look at it before it is said and done. That's really what tonight is about. So we've got some clearance values, we've got some brand new that's still going to be clearance price for you, and how great is that? I know a lot of us love the new and what's new and what's hot, but then we have to say, oh, well, I have to wait for it to come on sale. You got the sale prices on the brand new, all happening in the same show. Love that about this show. Let's take a look at it. 188 in the Asher cuts. These are Asher or Princess. I mean, really, they are Asher cuts. That is true. You see the difference in the faceting there. Plus the diamonds zigzag with them, so it does this great diagonal style. 4 rows in your diamonds, totals 29 points, and a wild way to go when you have that much yellow gold. By the way, this $39.99 ring is going significantly less here tonight. Come on in if you like it. As a matter of fact, let's do it this way. Let's just go. I had an experiment on Sunday morning like this, where it was kind of, and I know it's evening and it's not morning, but same thing applies to any first hour. There's one thing that can be said about a first hour, and one thing you don't do is an auction. I'm going to try it right now. We're going to see who's out there. Why not? There's a lot of gold. I know that we're all intimidated by the gold market and what it's doing, and you don't need to worry around here. You're in your safe space. You're in your that rare anomaly where we are going to really just debunk everything you've heard about gold pricing, everything you know. We haven't skimped on quality at all. We're not doing lab grown all of a sudden, or CZs, or some kind of, you know, plating in the metal. Not at all. We are here to show you the best, deliver the best, and that is not wavering. The values, however, are getting even better, because I'm going to put it on the auction block. We're not starting at $2,500 or even $2,000. I was debating about $1,500, but just to make sure we get everybody rocking and rolling, it's just in the yellow gold. That's all we've got. So it just is, again, another size and ship it out to you. Really simple and easy, straightforward, and it'll be right out to you. And guess what? It's not even $2,000 or $1,500. This is really a welcome on into Wednesday. We're only about 30 minutes in here to our first hour of 3, and it does fly by. And we will make sure, speaking of flying, let's make sure this one flies out of here at a great value. How about $1,000 to get it started? On the ruby band. We really don't have anything else like it. It's that great way to do rubies, but in a wearable style, bigger and bolder. Let me also add, this would be beautiful middle or index finger as well as ring. I think it's a little wide for the pinky and thumb, but anywhere else. And you don't need to worry if you're somebody who normally shies away from larger bands or wider bands. Don't worry on this one, because look at the tapering in the back and the finishing. So it's still going to sit like all your favorite rings, but it's not going to be too big, too overpowering. It's not uncomfortable at all. It's good for everyday wear, and that is for certain. So you've got that one. Look at that. That's a really, really, really good look. So that'll be $1,000 to get it started, and we'll give it 60 seconds to get that going. And again, last call on these items because, well, we're still doing, how do you think we give you the values we do? A large part of that is taking pieces that maybe from that summer event or even new pieces that we've had and literally melting those down to get gold so that we don't have to go out and buy gold at $3,500 an ounce. Doesn't that make more sense? So if we take pieces that already exist, and let's figure if we've given it a couple times on the year and you're not loving it, well, it's time to move on from that piece, melt it down and continue to make the pieces going forward that are very affordable as well. Yes, go ahead, Andy. Yes, Imperial on the hand again is coming up. We'll do that for you right now. The what? Okay, so 1128768. Tony, what I'm going to do is bring up the graphics again if we can on the Imperial while we wait on this auction open, because it sounds like we're verifying on the Imperial and they wanted to get another glimpse of it on the hand here. So there you have it, and that's going to be, I'm going to put up, there it is. So 158 in the platinum. This one stays in platinum as well. We're taking just a brief break from the ruby piece just to show everybody what this is all about here. That is the Imperial, 158, 43 points. It's baguettes and rounds together. Does stay in the Imperial, but then it'll be right out to you, and that was down to $12.99 only. So an incredible value there for our Imperial lovers, okay? And so that was our Imperial. Now, here we are waiting for the open on the ruby. Do we have it? Yes, we do. We've got the open. It's a $10 increment, mind you, so we're keeping that really affordable. Have the open at $1,000 on our ruby ring. Congratulations for really getting in there. First things first, love that. And that is really outstanding. So 1,000, we've got our open. Let me know, Andy, if you have any questions or want to see the Imperial close up again, we can do that. And here we are with the open at 1,000 on the ruby piece. And our last call probably coming up here because, well, the sooner we move on, the better value you get. Isn't it true if you kind of lag on an auction for a while, you could kind of drag it out and wait, and eventually you're going to get really close to $39.99 as folks come in, see the presentation, see the ring, do their comparison shopping. But here we are just making quick work of it. We've got our open at $1,000. Remember, the increment is $10. So it's not a big commitment on top of the open, but it does sell. It will sell. We're going to give it 2 minutes. I don't know who our open is, but I'll find out here. And then we're going to give our 2-minute clock. I mean, rapid fire, going, gone. That's what we're doing here today on this show. And don't forget, we've got a lot of new as well, just blowing out some great pieces here, as most pieces have found their home early on tonight. So take a look one last time. Let's give it 2 minutes on the ruby ring, and they're verifying on the ruby instead of the Imperial. Okay, so we're verifying on the Imperial. We'll see. We've got that 2-minute clock counting down. So when that, yeah, questions? Do you want the Imperial? All right, the Imperial is, Andy, did you get the Imperial? Oh, gotcha. All right, so we've got a couple people on the Imperial. We'll see who says sold first. All right, well, I think that delay has reared its head again. We're still talking about the Imperial on the phones, but we've got 90 seconds left to see the ruby band out the door. Go ahead. The Imperial, again, up close? Sure. Sorry, guys, to distract from our auction. I hate to do that because we have 80 seconds left in the auction and want to see what everyone is vying for right now. But they're very impatient, and they should be, because there's a couple people asking about that Imperial. So here's the Imperial one last time. There's that gorgeous Imperial. I mean, it really does. It's got that perfect blend of pink and orange. It really is. You can't pinpoint one color or the other. It really is a blend of those two colors together. Certainly is. So that's the Imperial. Here's our last look at the auction here, and I'm sorry to break it up, but I know they've got a couple people on their heels there looking for it, and we are going to see who's got the Imperial first and foremost. But here we are. Final call now, down to 1 minute left and remaining on the ruby band in the yellow gold, looking for 1010 or more. Joanne, are you out on this one? Really? That has happened before. I kid you not. A husband and wife shopping from apparently separate rooms of the house or maybe separate locations calling on the same ring. Oh, no. Those are good husbands. You know, husbands that are like shopping in secret. And then you know what it says to me? It says that he really knows her taste because, right? They're on the same piece. So, yeah, Makes sense. What about the Imperial? Still here. All right. So last call, once, twice, three times gone. Congratulations on the ruby piece. That is out of here. And then we've got this really fabulous look at that aqua. Now, I do have another aqua, so I want to give you a look at what we're going to see, because you will have a preference. Everybody does, and there's really no wrong way. There's no right answer, no wrong answer. It's just whatever you like. But while we take a look at this, and if you like that Imperial, so again, for those of you that we hung up on because the Imperial we thought was gone, it's still here. So you can call back in and get that. And here we are. And of course, the ruby's gone. And don't forget about the green tourmaline with the pink sapphires. And here we are with this really stunning 2-carat 53. Actually, this is the 2.5, and then I got a 253. So I've got two stones that are pretty close. Here's the 2-carat 53 oval. It's coming out later in the show. In the bridge, that's going to have, well, they both have a lot of diamond weight. They both do. But I got a big blowout here on the cushion cut. So if you'd like the cushion, we're going to go there now. It's going to be 1129,341. So this is for if you like a little bit larger look. The cushion cut gives that because it's more elongated than the oval. It has a lot of diamond weight at a carat 15. Not quite as much as the bridge, but really close. They're only 7 points difference. And then you've got, so they're virtually the same. 7 points difference on the diamond weight, 3 points different on the center stones. And now we get to go absolutely wild with this one only last call. Let me try it on for you. It's our 2.5 carater. Can't get enough of this one. Take a look at that on the hand. That's what it looks like from a distance away. It's got those really intense, bright, like diamond-like blues. If you've ever seen a natural blue diamond, granted they probably aren't 2.5 carats, but if you've seen a blue diamond, you know that's the hue they are. And yet Sierra Santa Marias, well, aquamarines are usually this hue, colorless, white, nothing, no color at all. This one is bright, bright, bright sky blue. So that's the difference, because so many people go, oh, aquas, it doesn't do it for me because they're basically colorless. I'd rather have rock crystal quartz. I'd rather have diamond. I'd rather have, you name it. There's a lot of different colorless stones out there. They're colorless sapphires and colorless zircons, and they're mighty, mighty fine. I don't want my aqua that's supposed to be blue beryl to have no color. This is why we really stay in that Sierra Santa Maria space, which isn't easy to do because they've been mined out for about a decade and a half. And you've got a 2.5 carat here with all this diamond weight. 115 blowout time is here, $59.99 ring. Well, let's try something different for our last 15 minutes of this hour. It's going to be good. And we have one, and you know how really, really rare, if you're comparing this to all the other aquas of the world and going, oh, so I can take it or leave it. The value between our aquas, because again, when you shop for other aquas, unless you're in maybe a Sotheby's, like a big auction house, Sotheby's, Bonhams, you know, pick your favorite auction house. They may have a Sierra Santa Maria, but other than that, and museums, but we know we can't really shop the museums, can we? Unless you're shopping here, then we can have you shop the museums. So that's really the big, kind of the moment. We need to show this one here because that's what we want to see. If we're looking for high quality aqua, you're going here. No doubt. Here's the one to get, $1,999. We got a $4,000 discount on that beautiful aqua there. And getting you ready, because in 6 months' time, it's going to be March, and my goodness, that's a beautiful, that would mean also that if you are a March birthday, am I right? Would that mean that this is when you celebrate your half birthday in the month of October? I think so. If you're born in March, you have a half birthday coming up. Yes, you do. So something to think about there, right? Maybe? I don't know. I might be wrong on that. No, maybe not. Maybe it was last month. I don't know. Feels like we're about 6 months away. So either way, you just did or you will. So it's a really good aqua. And again, birthstones aside, very few people care about birthstones. It's about getting what you love. And if you love blues and you want that really intense, beautiful, bright sky blue, there it is. All right, we've got an orange diamond. I just want to pop it in here because it's not every day that I get to show you orange diamonds in their true, oh, by the way, vivid color. Vivid. That's labeled not by me, but by those folks that, what's that place called? You know, the foremost authority when it comes to gemstones and diamond grading worldwide is the GIA. And they are the ones that have labeled this diamond. Look at this. I got the cert right here. This is 1916. Oh, that was my grandmother's address growing up for, Aqua's gone. Thank you on the aqua. I'll move that aside. And then here we go. This is the cert. Grading report, pair brilliant cut, 3.6 by 5.6 millimeter pair. And look at this. The F word, fancy. The word vivid, orange, yellow. I don't know if I see any yellow, I just see orange. It's a true orange. It is truly orange. And it's Si2, who cares? I mean, again, it's too small to see those unless you magnify it to this level. And it's going to be no fluorescence. I love that. Oh, it's natural. Well, yeah, all my diamonds are. And it's going to be an Si2, and this is the cert that comes with it for free. It's only one of the most important stones I have here in all of our inventory, which spans tens of thousands of items. Let's look at the ring. 1916 is the number. It's 14 karat two-tone gold because we also added pink. We didn't just stop at a 40-point orange. We said, let's throw in 24 points of pink diamonds, and let's add another 50 points in white diamonds. And therefore, you get well over a carat in diamonds. The orange is spectacular. It's a GIA certified stone. And I am, yes, blowing this one out as well, because why not? And don't forget, if you missed out on the cushion aqua, we have the oval coming up later, so you do not need to worry too much, okay? Do not worry yourself too much. We've got the oval that is about the same size in carat weight, plus it has that very nice diamond weight in the bridge, which is going to carry with it even more gold than that last mounting did. So just a reminder there. But here is that very special orange. I mean, we have had orange champagnes that you've loved. They're gone, of course. And now we have a true orange that is labeled as fancy and vivid. And not all GIA certified stones are labeled as fancy, by the way. That is a very important word that denotes an exceptional rarity in color that is natural. So all of that together, one gorgeous ring, pink and white diamonds as well. Cert comes with it. Of course, we paid good money for that cert to be done. You get that as your keep forever and ever documentation to tell you everything about your piece, but also, well, everything about your center stone, but also makes appraisals and all of that a breeze, because all of that is done by the World Authority. They're not, and they're the World Authority because anybody could certify a diamond, but are they going to be accurate? Are they going to cut corners? Are they going to be actually objective in how they're actually grading your diamond? The GIA, if anything, is the most conservative on their grading basis. So what you get is accuracy. Accuracy beyond, and that's why most will actually only concern themselves with GIA certs. There are a lot of appraisers I work with that only will appraise pieces that are GIA certified. There are some of you that say, I'm an investor, I'm a collector, I will only work with GIA certified stones or pieces, and this is that for you. So that's just a nice little extra to have, and the fact that this is costly to do. It always has been, but even costly, more costly now than ever before. Not to mention, if you're doing it on your own, it takes a lot of time. You're mailing, you're sending your precious stones away, you're waiting goodness knows how long to get them back. It can be a little bit daunting to do. So the fact that that's done and comes right there in your package, in your box, with your piece of jewelry, ready to go, that's important as well. So here we are with the incredible value that takes it from a, wow, $19,999 was price tag. Goes a lot lower here, just throwing in some of the museum pieces, mostly just to really kind of wow you with, show you things we don't always see, but here it is on the hands. You can see that, wow, that is from a distance away. True bright orange, looks amazing. Love the fact it's got the pinks and the whites with it as well to really just dress it up even more. And here's the other way to wear it. Just pointing it the other way there, pointing away from the hand, because a lot of you like to wear it that way as well. And it will not be $10,000 or $99.99. Big value. Love the triple halo. It goes pink, then white, then pink again on the outskirts of the ring. It's not 99, 89, 79. We're truly taking this to the brand new rock bottom. Could not ever buy it. Who's selling natural GIA certified orange diamonds, especially ones that are almost a half carat in size? And it's not going to be 79. Or $69.99. I got a better value and it will go. Diamond collectors of the world unite. These are the pieces we can watch years and years worth of shows. You could watch every minute of every show I do every week and every year and not see one like this, especially with that certification. And I'll blow it out right now for $5,999 for our orange diamond. Yes. Really? Brand new shopper Robert? In North Carolina. Wonderful. Well, welcome, Robert. And what did Robert pick up? Very nice. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a bigger aqua too, by the way. I didn't mention I have a 7¼ carat as well. But the orange diamond will go today. Will go tonight. $59.99. What a day to get a collectible like that. When the cert is already done for you, the cert is ready, the cert is here, the cert is beautiful. And I mean, the fact it's got fancy and vivid, that just blows my mind. That's a really, really rare diamond, arguably one of our most rare. And I've had 102s in pinks. I've had a 102 pink and a 109 pink diamond. Those are big. And this one's right up there in value because, well, I've only had one orange of that color. And that is truly amazing. So don't forget, we have those opal earrings, the Panther piece. I think our Imperial's still hanging out. We'll see a Sapphire discounted trio. I've got those big copper bearing stones coming up on discount as well tonight. And we have really shown a lot of great jewelry. But is there anything as rare as a cat's eye scapulite? And in recent weeks, when I've been bringing them out, they have been very quick to go. Take a look at this. Okay, maybe the best one we've seen yet, and I love it because no other gem gives us this color. Seriously, tell me a gem that you know of that gives this rich burgundy. This is such a hot color in fashion, but look at that. Actually, wait, we need to go further, back. Okay, now we're good. And you can see my favorite part about these chatoyancies is that you almost see what looks like little micronized rainbow glitter in the actual chatoyancy. It's just a part of the phenomena effect. And the way actually this is happening in Mother Nature. And it's 112-6508. And it's even an 18 karat solid gold in the white gold. Fabulous look. Carat weight. Oh, this is that. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Did we ever not take this out and weigh it? Because there's no way that's a carat 61. There's no, look at it on the hand, because you will see what I'm seeing. And it's got a carat 43 in diamonds around it. Look at that. All those, look at bigger, smaller, medium, all that double halo that's separated around it and bigger around brilliance. And then that's why we did in the white gold, because look at the way it matches the chatoyan effect that's happening. Here it is on the hand. Oh my goodness, this is a wild ring. And yet the chatoyancy, you don't need any special lights to see it. This is a phenomena stone that you get to appreciate the phenomena every day you wear it, regardless of the light you're in, or how much light or how little, or fluorescent or incandescent. Doesn't matter. You will always see that phenomena effect. And these have been hugely popular just because I think they're so different. They're unique, they're wild, they're unusual. They're not something you're going to find anywhere else you go. Where else are you going to find something like this? The rarity of this stone. Now, obviously, apparently they did not. I requested we just take the stone out and weigh it, but obviously probably just didn't want to go through all that trouble just giving it away. Plus, if we find out it's really like an 11 karat and they're just missing a digit, then we would have to charge so much more money. So let's just get you the great value here as it is in this really unique color. And I bet you don't have a gem in this color already, because that's what makes it unique. It's really that almost like, it's not really even eggplant as much as it does have those rich wines, those rich burgundy colors that are happening throughout that stone. It really is an incredible gem. And rare as can be. Of course, we've seen regular scapulite. They're usually a lavender color around here. To get the cat's eye in that size, really remarkable. Let's blow it out right now. It's under $10,000 and $99.99 it will not be. And I know one of my priorities in my collection is always, at this point, okay, what color don't I have? Because I love to color coordinate. I like to have a special piece of jewelry for every outfit. And let me tell you, there are a few outfits. There's one or two outfits, there's an outfit of every color and every style, and therefore I like to have the jewelry that goes with, because, if you love fashion, you love fashion, and that includes our jewelry, and that includes having pieces that always coordinate and match up and look great, and this is really that piece. And yet, I'm gonna do a lot better than even $99.99 or even half that price at $49.99. How about we take it even lower than that and really send it out? Great value, one of our rarities, no doubt. And we'll make it $2,900. You know what? Skip that too. Skip it. We'll go even lower. Let's make it $24.99 instead. And you're getting one of our bigger diamond weights at a carat 43. Nothing wrong with that. And you've got that beautiful, beautiful, you see how big the diamonds get around the edge here? See that? There's that really nice halo at first, but then outside of that, really big diamonds wrapping around the edges there. And then speaking of diamonds, we've got an all diamond necklace today as well. That's going to be all of our white diamonds we love. If you have requests, get those in. We're happy to help you out with those. Brought out the orange diamond by request as well. Very excited to see that here. And then of course the Imperial, the Panther, those opal earrings that are so magnificent. Make sure you get in on those as well. Aqua later are returning. DBTY 202. Very special. If anyone needs one, if you want to gift it to somebody, if you need another, because you're ready to get that big value. We have got them. We have got them here today, and it has not been here in literally, I think it's been a year since we've had it. It was right around, actually, I think it's been, yeah, maybe 11 months since we've had the 202 back. So that'll be here a little bit later, and we do have that. And then also some mint tourmalines that are going to be those mint tourmaline earrings, but we've got trillions in a pair. They're really lovely. Okay, moving along, we've got that one here for $24.99. Remember that additional discount. Now here's the big aqua we have. And again, I am blowing through jewelry here, so if there's any requests you have, might as well get them in, because we're going to need requests to fill up this next 2 hours. But take a look at this aqua at our grandest size of all. The 7 1/4 carat here, it's 112. It's 0863, and that is, well, this one has, I mean, it looks like it's one of those graffiti bags, which is good. And I don't mean like, I think graffiti bag, and I think of Steven Sprouse and his collab with Louis Vuitton many years ago, and how collectible they are. But I'm not talking about those graffiti bags. I'm talking about this bag looking like graffiti, because there's all kinds of drops in prices. All that's a discount, and big discounts, $1,000 discounts left and right, all the way through this amazing piece. So I think you're going to like it. You're going to like where this comes down to a price tag where no way you could make this mounting anymore. You know, that's an old item number. We were talking about the 7,000s and how old that is. This goes back 9,000 item numbers. 9,000 items. That goes back a ways. So this was made, and I can tell you right now, and that proves it, because the highest price on here is $8,999. Today, that would probably be over 15, and I'm not even kidding. I mean, wait till you see our DBTY. The DBTY used to be one price, now it's a different price, and there's a difference. It happens, and we're still going to bring you the greatest value, because while everyone else is doing $38,000 carat diamonds, you heard me right, 38,000.00. $38,000 a carat for VS Diamonds. We don't do that. We do a better value. But take a look at this, and you'll see what we're talking about here for this big pear shape, this 7 1/4 carat in the aqua. So this, again, that bigger size, that still best of best color we love, but you're also getting a 111 diamond weight here, all the way around, signature style, but modified for this big pear shape. And there you can see right there how it's finished. All really well done, stays in the white gold, of course, and then all those drops is going to get you that sell it or melt it deal. It really is that simple. It's sell it tonight or melt it down tomorrow morning. It is really that simple, and look at the kind of glistening factor. If you ever need a good look at the cutting, don't look at the stone, look at the wheel. Look at the reflection that's cast on the wheel below it or right there in front of it. In the foreground, you're seeing actually the facet pattern that's detailed in the wheel itself there. And it's not going to be even close to even half that price at $4,500. Here's what it looks like on the hand, because it is a sizable ring. And I mean, of course, we're going to size it for you, but I mean, it is big. It is bold. It is definitely going to get you that look you love. Here's what it looks like from a distance away the other way, just to see it on that way. Really give an idea of what that's all about. It will not be $4,000. It will not be, I can't even believe it's not even $39.99 anymore. We're going lower than that on the 7 1/4 carat of your dreams. And look at that facet pattern. Talk about blue diamonds. It looks like it all the way through. And speaking of big aquas, hey, Sandra. Sandra wanted to see a couple big aquas. We got them. We've got them. I've got an Asher cut and a cushion cut coming up. Or maybe she likes this one. Actually, we're at the top of the hour. So Sandra just said, apparently, do you have anything larger? I have a 739 and a 10 carat, so let's show them all together. And by the way, we'll make this one $34.99. That'll be the most affordable of what I'm about to show you, but I also have, well, look at the big Asher. And then I have a bigger cushion, which actually is going to be about the same size as the pear, but it looks even larger. There's the cushion cut. So Sandra, 3 to choose from here in the aquas. And let me walk you through the carat weights now. Our most affordable is actually going to be the one with the big diamond weight in the middle at $34.99. Who's got it? Pear shape is already gone, so that one's off the table. Was that Sandra by any chance? I don't know. Just let me know if it was, then we probably don't need to show these two. But if it wasn't, we will continue to proceed here. And we've got the Asher cut. That's going to be the largest one. And again, 863 is gone. Do you have Sandra over there? Is she thinking about it? Let me know, please. Okay, so not yet. All right, so good. We can show these here real quick, because and then we'll welcome everybody to the top of the hour here. But here we are with, let's start with the left side, 9138, Asher cut on the left. That is the 1046. So that'll be the largest of all 3 that I've shown you here. Of course, the pair's already gone. So the 1046 is also going to bring us 75 points in diamonds. Notice they are bigger baguettes, 4 of them in total, right along the side. The cushion cut, which is an even larger look, because of course you're taking that weight and distributing it throughout the cushion cut, which is elongated. So that's actually the 739 over here, and that'll be 9305. So 9305, smaller stone, but look at the big size it gives you as far as the dimension. That's our 739. It has 97 points in diamonds. They'll go all the way around it. Perfect halo there. So Sandra, we brought them out for you, and here we are at the top of the hour, so a special welcome to everybody. Now, requesters don't always get what they request. It means that they're available to anybody who calls in first and says yes. It is the only fair way to do it, so it's first come, first serve. So if you find that you love something that's on the air, even if you did not make the request yourself, they are available. We never know. I never know who's on the phone lines until well after the fact. And so this is where, as much as I would love to save it for the one requester, we don't usually do that because obviously it's a first come, first serve basis on all of our one-of-a-kinds. The goal is to hopefully have a big aqua for everybody. That's really the idea here. And again, welcome to the show if you just tuned in. Glad you're with us tonight. My name is Lauren. This is TVON. We've got 2 hours left. We've got a big top of the hour, just covering this request really quickly first before we get there. And here we are with our 739 on the right, 97 points. So we're going to modify those graphics just a bit. And 739 on the center with the 97 points in diamonds. And then of course this is the 10 karat 46 with the 7, and I'm sorry, I said there were 2 diamonds. There are actually 3 diamonds on each side. One was kind of tucked in there underneath. You don't really see it from the front until you move it all the way to the side. So 3 different baguettes on each side, 6 in total. Let me know which one you like. They're both going to be under $5,000. We've got the 10 karat 46 for $49.99. And the smaller, I say that in air quotes, the smaller 7 karat 39 is actually going to be even less. We'll do that for $3,999 on the right side. So 2 great ways to go about aquas, our best of the best. And later on, we will see the 253. And the 253 oval will be in the bridge. And look, same gorgeous color in that 253. That actually, here's the, I think the greatest thing we could do right now. We could probably just bring it out right now. Top of the hour, wasn't even scheduled for this show tonight, pulled some strings to get it here. So Sandra, we've got those 2 options for you in the bigger sizes. Now I do have a 253. Welcome in everybody, glad you're with us tonight. It's our Monday here, so we're so glad you remembered to tune in tonight at Wednesday night here. We got 2 hours left. We start at 5, we go till 8, that's all Pacific time. So we got 2 hours left to go and a big top of the hour coming up right now for you, which looks incredible. And this is where you also add a lot of gold and diamonds as well, because it's not just about the big stone. You're getting a big stone. 253 is the oval. It's going to be our last of the aquas tonight, unless there's anything else you want to request. I don't think we have too many when it comes to the aquas, but we're going to show it to you now. So if those stones are a little too large for you, watch what we have instead, which I will move these aside and we will bring this one out. Yes. Okay, you want to see them together? Side by side. Okay, and who's that? Okay, Paulette. Here you go. Well, Paulette had just picked up the pair, but she says, you know what, Lolo, hold on. Let me see the pair with the cushion. So here's the cushion cut next to it. And remember, they were about the same size because the pear shape is the 7 1/4 and the cushion is the 739. So there you have the 2. Now they're $500 difference. This one's $39.99. This one's $34.99. This one's going to be about a carat in diamonds. This one's going to be a carat 11. So all things are pretty equal. Obviously, though, together you see the differences in the look, and that's based on the carat weight, but also really the shape. It's the shape and the design. Do you want diamonds on the side, Paulette, or do you want a more simple traditional halo? As far as colors go, let me make sure they're at the same angle, because I would say maybe just a slightly different hue. I would say I'm seeing a little more true blues in the pair, and maybe just a bit more of like a little bit more saturation in the cushion cut, which is also giving you a tad more size. Yes. Stick with the pair. You got it. But that's why we do these shows live. Again, it's like, make sure you tell us everything you need to know, questions you have, how you need help, and how we can guide you. But let's get to that last of our aquas tonight, which is going to be this one. Also in a great looking oval, but the bridge. And actually, here we've just seen some really major aquamarines. Do you realize that this ring has more diamond weight than everything I have shown you to this point? Everything. From the Asher cut to the cushion to the pear. This oval is carrying with it 1 carat 22 in diamond weight and the same gorgeous color. 112-9364 is your item number. Welcome into Wednesday night. Glad you're with us. Call us if you have questions, or maybe you just want to chill and wait till you see what we do on this one to make this an incredible value, because obviously $4,000 and $5,000 price tags are not for everybody. So this may make it a little easier. Now it is at $253. I know there's a lot of aquas swirling around here, but this will be our last. So the $253 with the Epic Carat 22 in the diamonds, which is essentially 4 rings in one. What? Well, it's built like 4 rings. Do you see there's a wide band through the middle? Double row in diamonds. See the top and the bottom? Sure. Then you've got the big halo set up top as well. So this is really where outstanding quality, amazing workmanship. It goes above and beyond in all the different factors like workmanship, gold weight, things that are, I'll tell you right now, this has far more gold. It's not just the diamond weight, but as usual, if you're going to have a lot of diamonds set into a piece, you got to have a lot of gold too. You can't set a lot of diamonds in nothing. They don't float. They're not hoverboards. They don't float. They're not going to stay in formation above a piece of jewelry. So you really have to have, typically more diamond weight is going to almost always equal a lot more gold as your foundation. It has to be that way. You can't build or set great diamonds in a small amount of gold. You just can't do it. So this is really important, especially for those of you admiring going, oh, I love that $5,000 aqua. I love that $4,000. I love the $3,500 aqua. But maybe if they're a little out of budget, here's the way you can get that same amazing quality, same aqua, same mine, same find, same mined out material, but now way less. And remember, we had a cushion cut go earlier. We had a pear shape go a minute ago. We're verifying on the Asher and the other cushion. Well, now you've got, maybe this is going to be the most wearable of all because it's not too oversized. Here's what it looks like on the hand. You probably know this bridge by now. It's one of our bigger bridge mountings we offer and we do. It's got, look at that color from a distance away. And for any of you naysayers who say it's TV, I'm sure they're doing all these flashy, fantastic special effects, and somehow, some way, they're making that look dark. And I'm going to get it at home and it's going to be white or clear or color. No. Live TV, how do we edit live TV? How do we do that? How do we change? We can't change the color. This is my hand right here moving, and you're seeing the actual color. There's no light that I can do. This is not that high technology here. We just are really grassroots to really just bring you the values. If we got all technologically advanced and had 18,000 line producers and stage managers and producers and directors and everything else, and special lights and effects and high-tech cameras and HD, well, that would just cost you more for the jewelry. I'm a believer that just as I believe that great jewelry is great jewelry and it doesn't always need a great designer name. Now, I'm not one who's going to put down designers. I like great designers. I like a lot of types of jewelry. I don't think you have to have just one type of jewelry in your collection. But I do believe that when you put your money into the gold and the diamonds and the gems, but you know conversely where to go, so you're paying for the stuff that matters instead of the things that don't. You're getting a better value and you're stretching that hard-earned dollar and letting it work for you. So this is the way you do it right here. Now we take a look at this and get you great value. How about better than even, okay, $59.99. Well, this is the problem. This is the new one today. This is the one I had to beg and plead. Do you see that ring? You see that price of $59.99. Here's the problem. I just reduced some larger stones here to smaller price tags. So it's not going to make any sense. I don't think anybody's going to say, yeah, that's a value, even if it is, because you've seen me discount other pieces right before it. So let's take this down. Let's do something crazy. Let's give you again, let me remind you, there's more diamond weight and gold weight here in this ring than all the rings I've shown you prior. And there have been 4 other aquas today in this show in 70 minutes time. 70 minutes have gone by. I've had 4 amazing aquas, 2 of which are gone, 2 of which are here, and now here's our 5th and final. So here's how you do it. Here's how we can make this happen. Here's how you can get on the phone lines and make it yours and save a bundle as well, because why? It's our top of the hour. And it's our top of the hour that happens to, I think, be working for a lot of people who are saying, I'm loving aquas tonight. Sometimes we're loving aquas. Sometimes we're loving scapulites. Sometimes we're loving sapphires. Tonight's an aqua night. And we will, if you've never been one for aquas before, we can really change your perspective. I really think we can, because maybe you just haven't experienced or seen the best, or maybe even you have, but you're going, I can't afford that $60,000 carat price tag. You don't need to, because I'm putting it on the auction block. Now, we had a $5,000 piece, we had a $4,000 piece, we had a $3,500 piece. Let's take all that away. Let's change everything you've ever known about aquas. Let's even retool our own standards for value. Let's take everything that we know and love about value and make it even better for you. right here, right now. It's going on the auction block, and I need callers. And this could be, and it's still early. We're only a few minutes into hour number 2. So it's probably not going to be the wild competition you would have if this was next hour or the hour after that. Oh no, the hour after that, we're not here. I keep forgetting that we go off at 8. I'm used to going until 10. But here's what we're going to do. Better than 5, better than 4, better than 3. Remember how much gold weight you have here. The gold weight is epic in this one, and the diamond weight as well. More diamond weight and gold weight than any of the prior ones that were more money. And this will not be $3,000 or even $2,500. I want callers, and we want a lot of you in. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful moment to get in. And you know what? I'm thinking about what we had in that previous cushion cut, and the previous pair, and the Asher. And we just needed an oval. We really did. We hadn't had an oval. I think, look at that, 5 different cuts, 5 different sizes. Let's make this even better with this big diamond weight you're getting. We're going to make it even better than 25. Come on in. Let's go. Not 25 or 24 or 23. Is this still the big bridge mounting? Yes, it is. We're just making it incredibly, incredibly affordable for you. It is not going to be 23 to open. I need callers, and this really is, I think, a testament to that. Going this low in today's world on something of that magnitude of quality, you would not see that anywhere else. Let me treat you to some wild things on this Wednesday night. We're so glad we're shopping together. We're so glad we have the values, and hopefully something you love in Aqua. Best out there, and it will not be 23 or 22 or 21. Well, this will top all of our big Aqua values of all time. Let's make it $2,000. $2,000 to start with a $10 increment, please. $10 on the increment makes it easy. And again, what happens with a live auction? Can you shop it later on tonight? No, you cannot. Can you shop it tomorrow? No, you cannot. Live auctions. The one-of-a-kinds come through live on this show, happening in real time, giving you the value starting extra low, giving you a really big value there, starting really, really, really low. $2,000 is not a price you would see on something like this. That bridge mounting, I'll tell you a little secret. It's like a little insider, well, I was going to say like an insider tip or trading secret, but that's illegal, so we won't talk about that. This is just how obvious this is. From my perspective, sitting back here with our jewelers all the time, our bench jewelers who make this incredible jewelry, that mounting by itself, that costs well over $4,000 to make it. So we can really set aside any thoughts of what the 253 should be right now. Let's just think about it in terms of the mounting, because that's a pretty strict value there when it comes to diamonds and gold. There's a pretty set value there that I think we're all familiar with at this point that, yes, is going up by the moment. What if we do, and we have no open at $2,000, so maybe we've exhausted all of our Aquamarine lovers, and that's okay as well. We had a couple go out the door, but here it is at $2,000. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it started. Maybe you want it for the mounting. Maybe you want it for just the stone. Either way, you would be shopping a value if you're just getting one component or the other. And we're changing the gold color, which I couldn't on the other ones. All the previous Aquas, they had to stay. This one, we're changing in gold color. If you want in yellow or rose, we can do that. Still getting you your size and shipping it for free and doing all those extras so those perceived what you might think if you bid, maybe there's a hidden cost or a hidden charge somewhere. There is not. So this is the time to make it yours. 2,000, no open, 40 seconds left. Did we hear from Sandra, by the way? Did we show her anything she likes, or do we need to go back to the drawing board? Didn't hear from Sandra? Didn't hear from Sandra. Okay. Hope you all are well. Hope you're having a great kickoff to October. $2,000. No open? All right. Moving along. We've, I think, exhausted our Aqua moment. All right. Next up, oh, there's one fawn diamond that's new. It's in a great designer mounting. Look at this one. We had one the other day like this. This is a little slightly different. It's a carat 08 on that fawn. Very pretty stone. Lovely. No open yet, but verifying. I'll tell you what. Stop what we're doing here. Let's ease you into Wednesday night. Ease you into our week. Thanks again for being with us. Thanks for stopping in, stopping by, tuning in, hanging out with us. It really means a lot to us here that you hang out with us. It's no fun to do without you guys. We have a very special opportunity here at 2,000. I don't have the open, and I refuse to leave this here because we had a couple Aquas already go. And if you need that great value, and I know I'm kind of working backwards here because we probably should have shown the bigger piece early up front. But I took away the $6,000 price tag to make that a lot more affordable, which hopefully helps. I hope. That's the hope, at least. And we took away that $6,000 price tag to make it much more economical for you. And we got you the bigger diamond weight. So all those big stones, the 10 carat, the 7 carat, we had 2 7 carats. They didn't have this diamond weight, nowhere close. You're getting the carat 22 in all that incredible gold and your choice of gold color, which I think really helps out to give you exactly what you want, because that's an aqua that's gonna look good, yes, even in yellow gold, whereas most of the time people are gonna advise you, don't do yellow gold and aqua together, because if the aqua has no color to begin with, it's just gonna absorb that yellow gold. That's not the case here because it's such a beautiful bright blue. All that said, we got $2,000. No, we don't have it. I'll make this easy. Forget the auction. We tried that earlier, it didn't go so well. Let's do this. I'll make it a deal. We'll go ahead and honor a price tag. We'll give you more diamond weight and more gold weight than everything I've had prior, and yet this will be equal to the most affordable we've seen in aqua while giving you a beautiful bright Sierra Santa Maria, and the first caller gets it for $1,999. I'm just going to sell it. I know that we'll give it 60 seconds here to see it go out the door, and it will, no doubt. You don't have values like that and have them to stick around. So there we go. Last chance, last call on that one. And that'll be it. $19.99 for 60 seconds or until it goes. I mean, it could likely go prior to the 60-second clock expiring. No question about it. So there is our aqua value. And then I guess we'll get into some Savorite here. We've got some Savorite. I mean, maybe it was too much aqua, but I couldn't help myself. We got this one down really affordable, made it really affordable for the size, for the beautiful diamond weight around it. Don't forget we have copper-bearing stones as well on clearance. If anybody has been waiting for the return of the DBTY, and I'm talking about the 202, I have a yellow and I have a white gold, and it's back. Yeah. The top of the ring. So I assume you mean the profile, like this? Would that be what you're talking about as far as the top of the ring? The top is kind of what we show you straight on, but if you're looking at the profile, which would be a way to see how it's going to sit up, off the hand, there's that halo that obviously has a small elevation to it, then the stone itself, that beautiful bright color. You're seeing how saturated that is through the sides of the stone. There's great finishing on the inside of this ring as well. One of the priorities of all of our jewelry is making it as comfortable as it is beautiful, because we all know no matter how pretty a piece is, you are never going to wear it if it's not comfortable and not made the right way. Isn't that the truth? You could say that about shoes, you could say it about bags, you could say it about clothing. You're never going to wear something if it's not comfortable. You're never going to wear it. So it doesn't matter how beautiful or how rare or how special it is. And we feel the same way about jewelry. It has to be made the right way. So we're leaving that here. My goodness. So the biggest diamond weight we've seen in all of our aquas tonight, and it's a small price, teeny tiny, $19.99, and that is still available. If you would like to get it, go ahead. I'm going to move on. We got a lot to do tonight. Welcome again. Thank you so much. Now requests. If you have them, I got about 6 more pieces to show you and 2 wheels. That is not going to cover an hour and 40 minutes. That is because we would love to get your requests in. So whatever it is you're looking to see, whatever it is you're looking to collect, maybe you're getting some gift shopping done in advance, ready to go, give me a call. You pick up that phone number right there. That's how you reach us. So that's what you do. Call us. Tell us what you'd like to see up here live. Don't go on a photograph. Don't go on a thought or an idea, because you don't know until you've seen it live. Seeing it live, moving, showing it on the hand, that's how you really get to know your piece before you get it at home, because nobody likes to send stuff back. I'm not one to do that either. I've got better things to do with my time, so I'd rather you get the piece that you know is right for you and just have that as simply a safety net if you need it. So we've got that DBTY. It's back. It's been, by popular demand, would say really the least. It's really been our all-time bestseller in necklaces. So we will see that back today. We also have this color-changing diaspora pendant that's really lovely, and I've got a pendant. Actually, it's a full necklace with Savorite. Later on, we're going to see a really beautiful look at a champagne diamond round. Had the pear shape we flashed for you. Sorry for all the aquas. I apologize. If you're going, could you please get off the aqua kick? They just all happen kind of organically with requests. So hope we help somebody out with aquas. I know we got a couple of you aquas. I just want to show these because I just think they're lovely. And out of all the tens of millions of pieces of jewelry I've had, and that is only probably a slight exaggeration because I've been doing this a long time, have sold $1 billion plus of jewelry. It's actually well over that now. That's billion with a B. It really is the industry, all the colleagues, all the people in this business, they call me $1 Billion Blair because They're like, she's the one that sold all the jewelry, all the high-end jewelry. It's true, and I'm proud of that, because you know what? It means that you don't sell that kind of jewelry, you don't sell that level, that quantity, if you're not giving great values. And I'm really proud of that. And as long as I'm able to give you great values, I will continue to bring you these values. That is really, it's been my passion in life. It's not something I need to do at this point any longer. Honestly, it's something I probably need to get out of the business and go tend to some other things, but I got to tell you, it's really, really been a passion of mine. It's like a recreational hobby at this point, to come up here and show you jewelry and answer your questions and custom make pieces for you and find what you're looking for. I spend all my days here literally helping people find. If you reach out, even if you reached out to me 3 years ago and said, I need this, when it comes along, I'm going to let you know. And I'm really proud of that, because that's the, those are how you make really jewelry dreams come true. And I'm really proud of that. It's something, that's why I'm accessible to you via email and via socials all day, every day, 24/7, 365. Yes, even on, days that you wouldn't think I'm available, I'm always available to you guys. So that's really where it's a passion and it's a hobby and it's a recreation, and I enjoy it. So hopefully, for as long as we can do this together, we can really continue to give you those values. And when I see pieces that are special and unique to the other special and unique, like every day I bring special and unique. So when I see something that's really outstanding, and I mean that word quite literally, it stands out, this is it. And I got to bring it to you. So it's 112-9342, and they're just an incredible earring. It's an omega back style, trillion cut, stud earring, but yeah, bold, definitely a button style type earring here that's going to be really well done. I just noticed a tiny fingerprint on this one. It's a 3-carat-12 total weight here in your trillion mint tourmaline. So they have this blue-green vibe. They're a little bit on the minty side. Think like your spearmints, in your gums, and your, a really, not even like a mint leaf. It's a little bit more blue than that, but really attractive, bright, stunning color. There they are at 5/8 of an inch top to bottom, and they have this omega backing. So this is 312 with a carat 21 in diamonds. That you can see. This is an omega. So it's got one post at the top, and then it has this flip down, flip up hinge, just like so. That's going to be what's necessary when you have a much bigger, bolder, heavier earring, because otherwise it would do this. If you just tried to put a butterfly and a post on that and you put it in your ear, it would go womp womp. It would just fall and fall flat and never look bright, and instead you're going to get all that shine. Let me model them for you. I am a professional, so let me just go ahead and put them on for you, and you can see really one of our most unique styles in earring that I've ever offered. They're really, truly remarkable. I cannot get over the trillion and the mintiness. You have the color out of nature. Oh yeah, look at these. I mean, really? And they're almost acting as a drop because of where the post is. So you see how stunning they are. And let me make sure they're on right, because I usually put them on and they are latched in my hoop. So there you have it. So that's where I want to make sure that they're not being angled differently because they're attached to my hoop. But there you can see how bright. It's almost like, what it reminds me of from this angle? It's like looking at a diamond. It's like looking at a blue-green or a turquoisey teal diamond is really what this looks like to me. And you've got the omega back, obviously a large halo. It's giving you a full carat 21 in diamonds to go with them that you rarely see in an earring. And we are going to show them to you up close. Those are just gorgeous, aren't they? And so rare and so special, and we can even change the gold if you want us to. So if you would prefer yellow gold, let's do it. If you'd prefer rose gold, that would actually be really pretty, I think, with that tone of color. So you could do that as well. But they're not going to be. Here's what they aren't. I can't do $12,999. I've been here for 85 minutes. I've got a little feel for the evening. And $13,000 is just going to, I think it's going to break hearts. Going to be, oh, I love it, but I just can't do it. I hate when that happens. The I love it, but I can't afford it deal. The oh my gosh, I fell in love with the earrings, but I can't handle it. This is where we're going to make a dream come true. And again, that's what I believe in doing. That's what I'm here to do. That is really the purpose in coming in here every single day. And this 312 and these really outstanding tourmalines, they very much, and I'm not supposed to get too into detail here on where they're coming from, but they are out of Brazil, and it is a new find, and it is a stone that, don't be mad if one day you find out that this little find and these new stones have copper bearing. If they have a copper element to them, and we discovered that after all the testing is done, then you just got a really, 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 really important stone, and that would be paraiba. But instead, we will offer them to you as really rare tourmalines with a gorgeous, unique color. And let's go ahead and go absolutely crazy. I'll take them down to $9,999. $9,990. Yep, Kathy, some things are inevitable. You know what they say, all good things must come to an end. It's true. It is true. Nothing, yep, the only thing constant in life is change. It's so true. So there's a lot of that happening. But I will tell you right now, this is, you know what, let's try something different. I have a couple people talking about them. $10,000 price tag. Don't we love that? It's not going to be. We'll make them even more affordable. Come on in. There's nothing to be shy about. There's nothing where, again, you're not obligated to buy anything just because you actually make the phone call. You don't have to buy anything. We're going to tie you down and force you to buy them. That's not how this works. This is just about getting there because you never know. This is also why these shows are live. There's no script to these prices. I'm doing whatever I can, like I said, true to my philosophy, trying to bring values no matter what. On everything I bring, it's got to be a value. So it's kind of, again, a testament to on a Wednesday night, they got to be a little bit better because you're going to have a little bit lesser audience this night than everything else. So we got to bring those prices down, got to make sure that pieces still go, got to get the cash flow going, and instead of $99, $89, $79, $69, $59, or $49, you're also getting a carat plus, it's almost a carat and a quarter in diamonds. You're not having to pay $4,000 or $3,000 or $29.99. This would be the time when suddenly, oh, I've saved you 10 grand off the earring. And if you think that's a joke or made up or, oh no, that is my mission in jewelry, is to make everything downright, maybe too affordable. Yeah, I have been accused of that by many, many, many of folks. Lots of industry people, the people you watch on TV, they go, stop doing what you're doing. You're making us look bad. You guys, we can't do the values that TVON does. Nobody can. Nobody can. There is not a soul on this planet who can bring you the values that we bring. It's true. It's true. And you're watching live so you can take advantage, because otherwise you can't take advantage if they're gone. They only stick around for so long. And yet $29.99 doesn't seem like that's doing it. All right. Well, keep going lower. If you haven't dialed in yet, though, you need to do it now, because I'm going to keep on dropping this price tag. White, yellow, rose, no sizing needed. So if you need white gold, they go right out. If you need a yellow or rose gold, well, we got to remake that mounting and then move the stones over. So, you know, it's going to take an extra day or two to do that. But if you just want white gold, let's put them in a box and get them to you. Then you wear them, put them on, see if those aren't the most gorgeous earrings, because as lovely as they are on TV, cameras, no. The lights in here, the camera lens, the TV feed that we have, guess what? Doesn't do them justice. Cannot do them justice. Who wants them at 29? I'll go lower. If you haven't dialed, do so now, because otherwise they're going to be slipping right through your fingers and you're going to say, there's the piece that I should have had, and I should have listened, and I should have been on the phone lines early because I know that was a value. You know when it's a deal. You know when it's a value. You know how we bring, and you got $13,000 is a very fair value. It's not going to be that price tag. They're not going to be 29 or 28. I'll keep on going. They've got to go. The option is not let's leave them or take them or leave them. This is a must-go situation. They're brand new right now. A few minutes ago, I am not leaving them here, cannot leave them here at this value, and they're $2,888, but wait, we'll do even better. Still, a couple of people talking about them. Nobody has said sold yet. That's why you get on the phone lines now. You got a little bit of competition out there. Some folks are ready to go. Obviously, the bright, the beautiful, and still wearable. That's why so many of you say to me all the time, please stop showing drops. I'm not wearing drops every day. I need to have a stud or a button style to wear every day. This is that style. This is that style that's still not, it's not moving, it's not articulating, it's really easy to wear. You're getting your choice of gold color. It's not going to be $28.88 even, because we got to go lower, we got to get them a home, and they will be even more affordable than $28 or $27.99 or maybe $27.77 sounds a lot better. How about this? Keeping it going here, keeping the values. And I cannot stress enough, we don't do diamonds. Like diamond earrings alone, we don't have a carat 21. This is the diamonds as accents to your trillions, and you're getting a carat 21 in diamond weight. And it's not even $27.77. I'm already under cost, so don't ask me if I can go any lower. Listen, I'm not, that's the thing I despise in this business, when people say, they put up a price and they say, make an offer. I can't stand that, because you know what? They're not giving you a value. That just give me the value. Just give me the best price. Then there's me. I'm standing up here giving you a price that I passed cost a long time ago. We're under that, just to make sure, because again, we got like 89 minutes left to go. we got to move jewelry. It's not an option. Things can't stay here, and it's not going to be $27.77 either. So this is when you hop on the phone lines and get them right now, because I got to get a better price for you. And if you want it, you got them, and try them out. Get them in your gold color, see what you think. But there's no other earring in our entire inventory that looks like that. And you remember those paraibas we had that were tiny the other day, and they sold for like $4,000, and they were gone in an instant. It was Sunday, and they were real small. Well, this is that bigger version in that bright neon blue greens. They're that minty, so they're more green than they are blue, yes, but they have that brightness and that neon and that boldness, and they're not even $27.77. Let's blow them out right now. $2,699 and done. And that's all we can do in the white, the yellow, the rose, and really you've got over $10,000 you are saving on those earrings tonight. And it's for one pair, one collar, that's it. So what a way to go. And then our Sapphire, we do have Sapphire garnet in a necklace. Our DBTY 202. Yeah, I brought you the 10-pointer and the 30-pointer a million times over. And the same thing is always said. What about the 202? Where is the 202? Is the 202 ever coming back? It is, and it's tonight. It happens to be tonight on the show. And look at this. That's my Sapphire. Wow, Sapphire. Looking like a diamond there. We've got a Sapphire round coming up in a beautiful circular style necklace. We've got our mint Tourmaline earrings here for $26.99. We've got the 202. We'll do that at the top of the hour. It's in about 25 minutes. Our Aqua's here for $19.99. There's still a round champagne diamond, and there's a Tanzanite, a big one, a 5 carat 30. But here's the thing with this 530. Ooh, is that museum. I've got our last of the emerald cut, and we saved it and saved it and saved it and saved it. And tonight's the night, October 1st. We bring out the 5 carat 30 masterpiece. Mother Nature outdid herself yet again. Okay, so let's get to this really rare Sapphire necklace. Oh, I love a good necklace because I love when it's all attached. Like, I'm never going to send you out there and say, hey, go get your chain now. And then you got the big deal on the pendant, but then you got to go spend like $1,200 on a chain these days. Not here, not now, not with this gorgeous necklace that you're seeing here in the circle style, which is 9260. It's a Sapphire round set in the circular style that is called the Circle of Life pendant. Well, it's not a pendant, it's a necklace, but notice how we did the Sapphire in one, it's basically the 2 o'clock position as you look at it here. Then you've got the diamond on the other side. So that's going to really keep that balanced on its chain. And then you have the full chain attached to it. Looking so good, doesn't it? It's a really fabulous piece here. And it's going to be our Sapphire 40-pointer in the round, 44 points in the diamonds. And I'm going to go 0 to start, $100 increments. Let's go. Why not? Sapphire garnet, circular style. We'll try it on. It's got full adjustability. We even went that extra mile. We should have probably saved you a couple $100 and put the spring ring in. I put the lobster claw. Wanted to really just have it all make sense because that Sapphire is rare and specialty. So we want to keep the special nature of the whole piece all the way to the very, very back. So you've got the lobster claw closure, 16, 17, 18 inches in length. It makes for a great gift idea as well. Here's now it is a $29.99 piece. Okay, so we know that. $29.99 for Sapphire. Sapphires are one of the most expensive stones in the world, but it's giving you a bright green. So it looks like you're really good emeralds. It looks like you're really good demontoids. It looks like you're really good tourmalines. But it's rare because it's one source. You've got the Kenyan material. It's at 0. So what is this about? If that shocked you and stunned you a little bit, it's a no reserve auction. Just want to make sure that we do have an audience and we're still broadcasting, and this is usually the way to figure that out. It also means that if there's a $3,000 necklace and I only get $100, I am obligated to sell it at $100. And that may very well happen considering there's not been a bid yet, and this is solid gold. Now, for those of you that haven't been in the gold world for a while, if you last shopped in 1982 for gold, let me remind you that gold is at all-time highs, and a chain, a basic chain, which this is not, it's a full necklace with a Sapphire and diamonds, but if you were buying a basic chain, I cannot get you a chain for under $800 right now, just for a basic 16-inch gold chain. So the fact that that's kind of your baseline, and then you have Sapphirites and diamonds and the workmanship to put it together, which I know nobody cares about, but if you saw the hardworking men and women that work so hard for you to make your jewelry, you would probably say, take my money, Lolo, take it, because it's so involved to make jewelry today. Let's take another look. We have no open. Yes, we do. $100. Thank you so much. Who's at 100? That's our only bid so far. It very well may go at 100. Put in your best bid you can, because let me tell you, it's a great strategy to play. Because sometimes if you put in a higher bid, it keeps everybody else out. $200, we have 2 bidders and I'm at $200. And you probably are wondering, okay, it's probably teeny tiny. It's probably the size of a grain of rice. Let me see what it looks like on the hand. It's not a grain of rice. I'm going to give you the measurement. Again, 16, 17, and 18 inches. There's your circle style. Here's the measurement. We only have $200. Well, I always say I can't do jewelry under 1,000. We maybe can. Yeah, $500 has been bid. It is a, I would say that is just, boy, it's right between 5/8 and a 3/4, so I don't know. Let's just call it 5/8 in diameter, but it's a little bit more than that. And then here's your adjustability. Do you have 600? Nope, $500. You do have it. Oh, $600 over there. There's your lobster claw I was telling you about. That's a $300 closure. And then you have the 16, 17, and 18. Let's try it on. Whoa. Okay, first I lose an earring, and now there we go. I wrapped the necklace around the microphone. But that's what it looks like on. Now 16's about here, 17's about here, 18's about here. So you have all of that versatility, and it's a gorgeous piece. Diamond cut chain, heavier gauge to it, not your basic itty bitty. Tony, I'm just gonna cruise over to my left and talk to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. A big, huge, terrifying Wednesday night problem. I have $600 and nobody else on the phone lines. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a seat here, cross my legs and get comfortable. We're at $600 and we have only one bidder left. And this is obviously more in every way. And we talk about $800, okay guys, I'm not sitting, had to change positions for a minute. Must be getting old. These shows are killing my feet. But take a look. That's something you can see from a distance away. That's a lot of gold, almost a ½ carat in VS diamonds, 40-point Savorite round. We're at $600, and I guess we're saying bye-bye to it. So I'm going to put it back on its stand because there's so many different things to see here, so many different angles, so many different things to appreciate: the size, the diameter, the diamonds that are full cut round brilliants that go all the way around. And yep, we went to I3s, right? No, it's still VS diamonds, the same VS diamonds we've been offering you for a decade on TV, the best in the world that nobody else really works in. We are bringing you VS diamonds. A Savorite garnet, which is one of the rarest green stones you can ever own. It is beautiful. It's also January's birthstone. It's a rare variety of January's birthstone, and it's all attached. This is a chain that is not coming with it. It's all part of it. It's not a pendant. It's a necklace. And that's at $600 right now. Last call is happening, and we're going to give it away in 2 minutes. So what I'll do is put it on the hand again. Then we'll go back up close. I have seen crazy things, but I can't honestly say I've seen anything quite like what's happening right now on this auction. But stranger things have happened, so here we go. Let's go back up close. We'll show it to you here. And I think we gotta get the final 2 minutes rocking and rolling here, shall we? 2 minutes. Oh, and by the way, wait, before we say, you know what, Tony, I'm hoping that everybody is out of this because they see that yellow gold, that YG up there. And no, not just a wrapper, but also it is usually denoting that we can only leave that. I'm going to change it. I don't want anything to keep you out of this auction because that right there, that's a deal. That's a deal. So rare garnet, diamonds at almost a ½ carat, solid gold. How about we do any gold color just so that that doesn't keep you out? Because if you're saying, well, it'd be perfect if it was in white gold, or it'd be perfect if it was in rose, get it in white or rose. Same amazing value. You choose your gold color, and we're at $600. And we got one bidder, don't we? So one bidder left. Let's give it 2 minutes, and we'll say bye-bye, ta-ta to that piece. Unbelievable value here. So this is the way you go. And you get a great Savorite with diamonds right here, right now. And here we are with last call, and we're almost on last call of the show. We got the last hour coming up here. So not a time where you sit back and go, maybe next time. No, it's happening now. And in 1:50, it's done. It's gone. We got 1:45 to determine our winner here, and this is last call. So perfect in just the everyday, gorgeous style. Of course, the circle style has so much meaning to it. It's been an icon, but usually we see it just in gold or just in diamonds. This addition of having that extra round Savorite that's looking so good as it does right there, that's impressive. And we're at 600, okay, 80 seconds and I am done. Okay, this is a really important value that's happening right now live, and I would not miss it if I were you. It takes a phone call in the next minute and 10 seconds or so. Got to be in before the clock hits 0. Do not wait. Here's your chance. It's the moment. And we got our last, so I tried it, and that didn't work either, because I had all these big values. I took the $13,000 earrings to $26.99. That didn't work. Took the big aqua that was $6,000 to $19.99. That didn't work. So I thought, let's just put it on the auction block. That ain't working either. So we got the $3,000 necklace going out at $600 potentially. Last chance, last call, 40 seconds now remaining. And that'll be that. Last chance on the big Sapphire in that. I know you're all waiting for the DBTY. The DBTY is not the same price it used to be. I'll just put that out there, okay? Don't be mad at me. I don't control the gold or diamond world. But I give you the best values I can, and we will have the DBTY. If you're waiting on that, stick around. We'll have a brief 60-second presentation. I've only got a couple available, and we'll show that coming up at the top of the hour. So make sure you're with us for that if you've been waiting for the return of the 202. But that is, yep, it's going to be a favorite again. And we have, do we have $700? Yes or no? All right, last call on that one. Sounds like we're also waiting anxiously for that 5-carat Tanzanite that I flashed. Our 530 will be here a little bit later. That is sold. Congratulations. Well done there. Don't forget, we had this big aqua for $19.99. That's the aqua. It's still available if you'd like to go ahead and grab it. That's going to be 112-9364. That would be that 2-carat 53 we had earlier. That was at the top of our hour, and that would be the 122 in the Diamond Bridge as well. Item number is 9364. It's available for $19.99 if you would like to go ahead and grab that. Mint tourmaline earrings are still here as well. They are the trillion cuts. Don't miss out on those. We've got the big diaspora pendant and also a major copper bearing moment. We have our copper bearing jumbo stones here. They're going to be on their way out at a great big discount as well. We'll do that next. Okay, so let's take a look at our rarest of the rare. There are many rare stones we bring you on a nightly basis, but this would be the ultimate in rarity. And well, there is really kind of a purple rubellite mix. Every stone here that I'm about to show you, there are 3. They're going to be different varieties of, well, look at that. Oh my goodness, that copper bearing material. The next one's going to be a little lighter. True purple here, kind of a purple. Well, these are a little more purple rubellite. This one's going to be, interestingly enough, a tad bit more purple to it. And they're all copper bearing, and they're all nice big sizes that you have as well. Cushion square, oval over here. Love that we have a pear shape in the mix as well. So great designer mountings, one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, and our big blowout on a truly museum level stone. That we're so proud of these. Thank you for being here tonight. Welcome in. My name is Lauren Blair. This is going to be our last hour and 15 minutes of our show tonight. That's it. So if there's anything I can bring you, anything we can show you, anything from the vault, anything you need to see, anything you want to see recapped again, please holler at me. This is the big value though of the night when it comes to high jewelry. We talk about, that's a term that's used now. It's called jewelry or high jewelry. It's kind of like the ultimate, we know fine jewelry, but so many people are calling sterling silver fine jewelry. It's not. So really fine jewelry is usually considered gold or platinum pieces, but then there's another level and it's called high. Gucci does a line of fine jewelry. A lot of people don't realize that because they'll do their brooches for $800 and they're made of brass and they're made of CZs. But then they have a high line, which is basically what you see in the flagship boutiques, and it will be paraibas and it will be stones like this, purple paraibas. They are millions and millions of dollars. They're not even allowed to be borrowed by those celebrities that walk red carpets because they're that high value. So what we have here is really kind of our level of high jewelry. It's kind of that step up from regular fine jewelry, because yes, while they're still gold and still diamonds in VS, they're actually bringing you a much rarer gem that most places do not offer. And I mean, museums don't usually have it on display. Your finest auction houses don't usually have any to show you. This is our collection. Now I'm going to walk you through the carat weights because they differ quite a bit. Here's the big one. It's the 5-carat 01. That's going to be the big, and you want to get on the lines early to let me know which one you prefer, because guess what? We don't have 5 of each or 2 of each. The one you see on the air is the one you're getting sent to your home, delivered in your gold color choice, because, well, we can change 2 out of the 3. This one's going to stay in the white. The other 2 can be changed to yellow or rose. You're going to get your choice of piece, and the value is going to be, you've probably seen these before. They've all been presented by yours truly many times over. They started at $12,999. One of them, the left side, went up to $16,000. Tonight, they are not. They're nowhere near that price tag. Here's our 501. Then if you want to go with what is really unique, this square cushion in the center, that's going to be a 287. Same bridge we saw with the Aqua, but it's got a carat 06 in diamonds. And then we have the 327 over here. That's the oval. 327 is the carat weight with 76 points in diamonds. When you are somebody who loves jewelry that's beautiful, but also you like to have that extra element of rarity. There's a lot of beautiful jewelry in this world. I think that I own a lot of jewelry that costs me nothing, that I still love because it's pretty. I own a lot of amethyst pieces. I wear amethyst every day. I've got to say, there's a lot of beautiful jewelry out there that doesn't really have rarity. And that doesn't mean it's any less important because you wear what you love and hopefully you love what you wear. But for those of us that consider ourselves collectors, if we like to have something different or unique to other people, if we are looking to build a jewelry collection that at the end of the day or at the end of a generation has value, or has inherent value or collectability or is investment worthy jewelry, these are also those pieces. Now, it doesn't mean you set it in a safety deposit box and go pick it up in 20 years. That's not what investment jewelry is. Jewelry is still jewelry. You wear it and enjoy it and love it in the here and the now. But at the end of the day, and as you wear it and as you enjoy it, your piece is increasing in value. It is increasing in rarity. And remember, with this stone, there is no more coming out of the ground. There is no active source. There is no more mining. So this is the time to get it because you're getting one of three. You're getting all individual pieces. They are big sizes in special mountings, and they used to be a minimum of $12,999. They're going further down. This is more than a trio. It says purple paraiba trio, and that's lovely. It's a blowout tonight. It is our last call looking at them. If, and this is a big if one is to stay here. Let's say at 8 o'clock tonight we go off the air and I say, good night, everybody, see you tomorrow. If one of those is available, it will not be here in the morning. We are melting them down. We are putting those stones in museums. You know how there's museum reserved Tanzanites? These are the museum reserved paraibas. They are promised to museums that want to have them because think about this. I call this the Beyond Museum because most of the museum exhibits of the world, and we work directly with the curators of most of them, do not even have a purple paraiba on display or in their collections. They don't even have one. They have usually the blue greens, but not the purple varieties. So this is giving you a next level of collectability that the museums don't have. That's what I really want to stress here is that this is beyond, and it's downright beautiful. And for those of you that are saying, good, I'm good. I got amethyst. I have purple sapphire. I have tarphites. I have scapulites. I have all those different purple stones already. Thanks, I'm good. This is a neon purple that does not resemble any of those other stones, and you're going to see it right now. So please get on the phone lines because it's a blowout trio. It is a brand new price you've never seen on any one of them, and they're going extremely low, they're collectible, and you will not be seeing them again. So it's time to get on the phone lines here. And reminder, this is the 501 that has 26 points in diamonds. Then we go here, that is the 287. It has a carat 06 in diamonds. Then we go over here, that's going to be the 327, 76 points in diamonds, and nobody's on the phone lines. That is going to change in really, really rapid time here because they will not even be $10,000 a piece. All you do is call and you pick your favorite. You've got a money-back guarantee. The first thing I would do is get them appraised, but that's what I do with my blue greens and my purples and all my paraibas I collected back in 2004 when I first started bringing them to the world of television. That was a long time ago. They were loose stones, every one of them, loose stones. Here they are set in beautiful jewelry that allows you to be the museum curator. You're the one that is sharing and showing off your museum caliber stones to the world. You're taking them with you. They're part of who you are and what you wear every day. You're showing them off to people that you interact with every day, your friends, your family, those you're closest to, but also people you may not know that are also admiring your jewelry from afar. All those things. Come on over and take a look at them. They're not going to be $99.99 at all. They're going significantly less than that, and we need some callers because they're not $99, $89, $79, $69, $59, or $49. And that already is going to blow every single purple paraiba value I've had for years out of the water. And we get to go lower than that today. Instead of even $3,999, and we got the big stones here, it's not the 1 caraters I usually bring that are long gone. This is not 1 carat material. It's a 5 carat and a 2 plus and a 3 plus, and you just decide what shape, what color, what design you like the best. But they're not even $39.99. Please don't wait. They are lovely, and they are neon and in darkness. Look at that. Still glowing, even more so. They glow even more when you're in lower light, and that value already is second to none, and you're not happy. So I just say, well, then let me amend it. Let me change everything we know. Let's change everything we do, everything we were supposed to do, everything that is a value already. We're going lower. We're doing better. This is the moment. Call me quickly. Please call me. You do not want to miss out, because once we get to this final low, everyone's going to be shopping, and we're going to be really seeing them out the door. And it's a matter of getting your favorite, because trust me, you have one, right? There's one that is a preference, whether it's the pear, whether it's the oval, whether it's the cushion square with all that diamond weight. There is a favorite you have. I want to make sure you get your favorite before they're all gone, because that's the fate that they will meet here. So instead of even 39 or 38 or 37, we're going even lower. This is all-time best value on our purple paraibas, the ultimate neon, the ultimate glow, the great diamond weights as well. And it's not going to be $37.99 or $37.77. I know you're all saving up for the big top of the hour. I get it. I would be too. And boy, I'm going to need to sell a car to get a couple of those. But you know what? It's okay. We got big diamond deals coming up on the DBTY. Y'all waiting for it. We're going to have that for you. But there's nothing like, and I know we love our diamonds, and I know we love our gold, and they're here too, but there is nothing that you can do to go replace the value of what's here. You cannot go find it anywhere else. You cannot shop it if you've got $3 million to spend. There's nowhere else to get them. That's the issue here, is that they are nowhere. They're here, and they're on a blowout price, and they're not even $37.77. We're about to give them 60 seconds, and they melt in the morning. So this is a really important time to take advantage, and they will be $3,699 for whichever one you prefer. $36.99. 36. That's unbelievable. And that's going to be it for our purple paraibas, and those are the big ones. And the 1 carats and the 2 carats are gone. Everything I've had in recent months, gone, gone, gone. So here are the bigger ones that just had those enormous price tags, the $13,000 to $16,000 price tags that usually do keep a piece here for a little bit longer. So we've just reduced that now, given it a very normal, typical, basic price here to make it really easy to get the purple paraibas you love. And that is amazing. So that'll be $36.99. We got 60 seconds left with them. Thank you for perusing them, and it's nice to have you here because we have an hour and 5 minutes left. We've got, I'm going to need some requests. We've got the 5 carat Tanzanite, that's about it, and the really good DBTY. The DBTY is amazing, and it is a must-have, and you can ask any one of our shoppers who shop with us forever and ever. They've got it, they wear it, they love it, they live in it, they've gifted it, and there really is no value quite like it. So we'll see that coming up briefly for the top of the hour. We've only got a couple available, but I promised you, I said as soon as we get them back, I'll bring them. So that day is today. And we also have our big fawn diamond. It's our beautiful champagne in the round. Look at this. That's going to be coming up. That's a really pretty champagne diamond that we have for you as well. So that'll be here. And then $36.99 on our purple paraibas. And we're getting very close to the top of the hour. So I'm going to show you that really special diaspora pendant that we have. It's a unique setting style as well for it. We'll move those aside. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a look at this. Here's our diaspora elongated in the cushion. 112-7736 is your color changing green into champagne into pink. And you know what? I am not a fan of the stone, so I'm going to just save that for a scrap or something else we can do. And then we can show you this really amazing, amazing necklace that we have here. This is all diamonds. Let me show you this real quick. Sorry, I wasn't ready to scrap that piece, but I had to. I'm not going to show you anything that's anything less than perfection. I'm a perfectionist, so hope you don't mind. But take a look at this. This is going to come with a chain that has a couple of diamonds, and it is almost like our Sapphire, but this time all done in those really impressive baguettes and round diamonds together. It's 112-9361, and hi everybody, glad you're with us tonight. We got an hour left, so you just have to tolerate me for another 64 minutes, and then we'll rendezvous tomorrow with some new jewelry. But we've got DBTY coming up. The 202 is here. We've got the champagne and the Tanzanite all to come. So we will get ready for the last couple of minutes here. But here we go with 112-9361. Isn't that decadent? It's the whole spinning wheel design of baguettes and rounds together. 14 karat gold. Now, diamond weight, 42 points in the baguettes, 38 points in the fabulous rounds. So all together, Stunning. Look at this, finishing beautifully. It's only white gold on this one. We've got one. I'm going to throw in the chain, which has a couple of those diamonds bezel set in it as well. But don't worry, you can take it off the chain and use the chain with other pendants, or you can use this pendant on other chains. So maybe it's going to be the piece where it's 2 in 1. Maybe you keep one aspect and give the other. That's fine too. But you are going to have a total of, let's see, my math tells me it's 80 points. How'd I do? Okay, all right, so we got 80 points. It's not yellow gold, it's white gold. It's only white gold. Don't want there to be any confusion on that. I had somebody literally tell me today that they got something that was yellow gold and they said it was white gold, and I was confused because it was only ever made in yellow gold. So I was very confused. But anyway, here we go with this is white gold. So your eyes do not deceive you. White diamonds, white gold, and of course that chain coming with it for free. I'm not charging you for the chain. I'm not adding any extra price tag for the chain. I'm just going to give away the necklace best we can. Let's take a look at it from a distance here, show you the size, because, you know, otherwise how do you know? Is it the size of a pea? Is it the size of a silver dollar? Well, I'd say somewhere in between. It's about the size of a penny as far as the overall diameter, but instead of that, I can just put up the ruler and give you the exact measurement top to bottom, and it will be a 3/4 of an inch top to bottom, including the bail. The chain, however, is going to be 16, 17, and 18. How do we do that all in one? Simple. We give you the great adjustability with that premium closure lobster claw clasp. There are separate O-rings that will denote your 16, your 17, your 18. That's why you take that piece, you wear it with everything. Just put it on with everything you wear. And I'll try to even it out there right between, because I personally like to have it right between the two diamonds, something like that, where it's going to sit at this length, 16, 17, 18, roughly. It could vary a little bit on you, just depending on the size of your neckline, but that is going to be that beautiful chain. Take it right off and wear it with anything you want. That's coming with it. All white gold, solid 14K. This necklace should be $38.88. We're doing better. And that, to me, I think you wear it every day. I don't think it's not that style that's too oversized, like when we call it medallion style, and it's an inch or two, and it's really, really big. And, you know, I'm not a necklace person unless it's something that I can wear every day. I don't want to have anything too bulky. There's always those great fashion statement moments, and sure, a statement necklace is great for an event for a couple hours. But as far as what you want to wear every day, you want it to be wearable, lightweight, and then take a look up close again to admire these beautiful diamond cuts you have. They're really specialty. It's up close here to see the baguettes and how they're all actually tapered baguettes. It's a specialty variety. They're not your basics. They have to be, actually, if they were rectangular, there'd be big wide gaps between them all. Instead, you see how they flow together. There's no break in the diamond action. We're doing better than $38.88. I'm getting you under $2,000 on the necklace and the chain. It's all together, one fabulous piece. And we're going to make it $1,499. We'll skip right over $2,000 and just blow right through it and go to $1,499. Only for that one, just in the white gold is how it stays. And that will be a beautiful option for somebody who really enjoys those circular styles, but a bit of the door knocker, the way the bail intersects with it. You know, I always find the circle styles that just have that little rabbit ear bail, not quite, I don't think, really achieving the overall look we want to see. Here's quality through and throughout. Plus, our DBTY is coming up. I've only got a couple available, so it's going to be quick to go. And I ask you to price them anywhere else, because right now, all I'm finding is lab grown. I did a search today. All I could find was lab grown diamonds by the yard. And I'm a little bit stunned at the price tags we're seeing on lab grown. There's a reason they profit like 300%, and the prices you're paying are big. So I would say if you can get the real deal for even less, it's a great way to go. Let me show you what I mean. We're going to set this up here briefly for you on the hand shot, actually. It's going to be a quick look at what I have two of to share with you. So we're going to show this right here and give you a great way to get this all-time best-selling favorito that we've got here, which is the DBTY in the ultimate high-level style. And I know everybody's doing their 30-point versions and their 1 carat. We have too. We brought you a lot of different versions of this necklace, but there is only one that stands alone as the ultimate high-end, high-style, bigger diamonds as well. Look at this. I mean, is there anything more everyday, perfect glam? And this one is not really loving the stand because I just kind of threw it together here, but look at how beautiful, because I've got the yellow gold on for you. It is so impressive. It is our top of the hour. I want to welcome everybody to the show tonight. Glad you're with us. This is when we really get going on a Wednesday. Thank you for being with us. My name is Lauren Blair. If there's anything we can show you or maybe bring out for another look, be happy to do it for you. But we're so pleased to have this big top of the hour for you. It is a returning favorite. It came out for the first time years and years ago, has been a bestseller ever since. We have finally brought it back against all odds, I would say, because this is not easy to accomplish a style like this. So again, welcome in. This is going to be brief because we have a Tanzanite to show you and a champagne diamond. All still to come. I would love your request if you have anything you're looking for in the entire jewelry world. Chances are we can bring it out for you. We'll be happy to do that as well. But this is a returning favorite. We only have a couple. I promised to you, though, that we would bring it out as soon as it was back in stock. So although we only have a couple, we're going to see them go very quickly because it's all we could make. There are 2 carats 02 in diamonds. And the reason you're getting so many diamonds is not just because they're big individual diamonds, it's because they're only set a ½ an inch apart and they go all the way around your neckline. So take a look at the white gold. I have the yellow gold on here for you as well to show you. It's 111. Oh, good. We're using the old item number. 111-3480. So yes, the one we have loved for so long that is now back tonight. And those big chunky diamonds, you're only seeing a little bit of it because the whole piece is done in diamonds with the exception of where your adjustability will be, which I will show you right here. So there's only a 2-inch break in the diamonds. Do you see how one is here and one is over here? So there you have the 2-inch break, which is going to give you the 16, 17, and 18 and your lobster claw closure. Now this is done in white diamonds that are VS. So you're going to the highest end you can. You've got 202. I want to show you, because I know there's been the 30-pointer we brought you lately, and then there's the 1 carat we brought you lately, and the 1 carat's up to like $2,000, and the 30-pointer's up to $999. This is what it looks like from a distance away. So stunning. I'm showing you where a lot of you have told me you like to wear it, the 18-inch. The 18-inch style, stunning. Every ½ an inch, you have a big, chunky, beautiful diamond, and you can wear it higher. You can wear it lower. We have built all that adjustability of the 3 most popular lengths in. So 16, 17, and 18 inches are all available to you. It's not just white, it's yellow as well because I'm holding the yellow gold here. So you have white or yellow or rose. I don't know whether the rose, I didn't make it out to the studio here, but we have white, yellow, or rose as we take a look at it here. Now here's the yellow gold. I love it draped together. I think that honestly, you could not go wrong getting 2. And I say that because a lot of you already have one, so you may want to consider getting another. To have the draped effect you see right there where you've got those beautiful stones and you can stagger them so easily thanks to all that built-in adjustability of having 3 lengths. So you're not committing to 1 length. It's a great giftable for that reason. And welcome into what's left of our Wednesday night, but the 202, amazing. And when it's solid gold like this is, obviously there's a lot of money in the gold right now when you're doing $3,500 an ounce. If you're making an 18-inch chain, we were talking about chains, 16-inch chains are going for $800 and you can't really avoid it right now. This one, of course, so high-end because of the way we added all of the big diamonds that are all just enormous. This is a lobster claw closure, that's about $300. It has the adjustability, that's great versatility. Perfect for gifting as well. Any length that you can think of, you've got it. So that's really the beauty of it. Plus, it's layering, you're doubling it. If you have the smaller versions, you wear it together. If you have the larger version like the 202, you stack them and layer them. I love the element of two-tone here. That I think is kind of fun, to break it up and give you something unique there. Having the two-tone, the way you see here with the yellow and the white draped together. Do what you wish. It's a $69.99 value here. I know wherever else you might look, that's about what you're going to pay on lab grown in solid gold. Remember, it's not a stainless steel. It's not a plated metal. It's nothing of the kind. This is the ultimate. It is, I mean, how would you upgrade this one? How can you? Is there a way to upgrade any more than what we've done for you with the big size of the diamonds? The huge, huge presence of the gold, because it's a good sized chain. It's not little. We could have gone with a much thinner gauge to the chain, did not. Wanted it to be really high end for you. And then the big diamonds that are all bezel set, which allows those diamonds to look even bigger. Only have, and this is the scary part, and this is what I hesitate to even tell you because I don't want it to deter you at all from getting in on the phone lines. But I will say, we only have, and this is the count, we have 1 in rose gold, we have 2 in the white gold, and we have 2 in the yellow gold, and that is it. So I highly doubt, because this is what I was told this afternoon, way before the show started, this looks like all we'll have between today, October 1st, we are live. It's October 1st, wherever you may be. It's October 1st. We are 3 months away from the end of the year. I don't think this is going to be here between now and then. That means the Hanukkahs and the Christmases. That means all the anniversaries that might come up. It means the birthdays that come up. It means even if you have an occasion like Valentine's Day, you want to stock up in advance. There's nothing that says magically it's going to appear in January. It's just really the time to get it now, because we've waited for almost a year to bring this back. So all you need to do right now, dial in, because it will not be $69.99. That is where it should be. We're giving you a value just for these few that we have here, a total of 5 to go around here tonight. And again, those of you that have waited on it, those of you that have seen it, those of you that have owned it, again, the price has changed a little bit. I can't help that. I wish I ran the worldwide gold market. Oh, do I wish I did. I wish I ran the diamond industry, but I don't. I just am the one that really is debunking those different industries, because I'm up here giving away jewelry still, no matter what gold and diamonds are doing out in the rest of the world. And I'm so proud to do that. And of course, we are a team together to bring you guys, the TVON family, the pieces you love, never straying from quality, not bringing you lab grown, not bringing you plated metals, bringing you the ultimate best of the best here at these values where you are not paying $69. You are not paying $6 or $5 or $4 or even $3,999. Operators, 2 yellow, 2 white, 1 rose, that's it. When they're gone, and I doubt we'll see them again going forward till the end of the year. And that means you got to stock up now. Get them, put them away, tuck them aside, or just start wearing it for yourself, because this is the piece that, how many times have we heard it? Over and over and over with all of our DBTY collection is you get it home, you rip open the box, you put it on, and you never have to take it off. You wear it every day. It becomes your signature style, and we're so proud to do this right now for better than even $3,999. We're making it better. And we already have a yellow gold gone. Yellow gold's been popular of late. Yellow gold and diamonds, very popular. It's not $3,000. Or even $29.99. We got the value you've been waiting for. This is enormously pretty, lobster claw closure. Put it on. It's everyday glamour. It's never too much. It's never too much. I promise you, if you have the most casual, if you're like jeans and t-shirt, I'm jeans and t-shirt. You're not going to find me with a black leather dress on. I'm jeans and t-shirt, it works. Loungewear, it works. If you're wearing a uniform, if you're wearing scrubs at a hospital, if you are in any industry, or if you were in a boardroom running a Fortune 500 company, this is the style every jewelry loving gal can wear. Every one of you. And it's not going to be $29.99 either. We're going even lower. Again, already 1 yellow gold gone, 1 yellow gold left. That's going to be it. It's going to be flying out of here. White gold still have 2. Rose gold have 1. Do not wait. I love it in all the colors. I can never decide. I think really the key is to get 1 of everything. 1 of every color gold if you can. Collect them. But I'll tell you, this price tag, not going to be even $29. And again, 202, the big jumbo diamonds, only a ½ inch apart. There's a ½ inch chain between every single one. These are around 10, 11 pointers each as well. So it's really, really important. And they are not, I think they're 10 pointers. I got to double check with the count. I can never remember, and they never bother writing it down. So I will have to sit here and bore you by counting. But I'll tell you what, it's been that long since I presented it. And we now have, well, we have more people on the phone lines than we have necklaces, which is really interesting. So needless to say, it's going to sell out here, but it's not 29 or 28 or 27. This is a tonight only deal. And again, likely the last time we see it until 2026, and who knows when in 2026 it would be here. But it's not even 2777, and here we go again. The phone lines are locked. Can't get anyone through. Be patient with us, please. Do not hang up, because we don't have as many operators as we have people on the phone lines. And that happens on a Wednesday night, especially with a value like this. And had we known, I think that honestly, we would have every single employee that has ever worked here at TVON in this building tonight, had we known today was DBTY day. But again, I have what I have, and when they sell out, and they will sell out, and they're not even $27.77. This is the value. And I know there's a lot of people out there selling lab grown. These are not. Just be aware and be mindful. These are not lab grown. They are VS diamonds that are natural from the earth. They are huge round brilliant stones. They are all bezel set. There's a lot of workmanship that goes into this necklace. It's not easy to make, because every single one of those are individually hand bezel set. They are all then individually set within that chain. This is not stamped out. This is not assembly line. This is not mass produced jewelry. This is fine, high level, best of the best. And it's not even 27. We are busy. Operators, let me know what you'd like, white, yellow, or rose. And they are not going to be $27.77. They are down to $2,699. And it's amazing. I'm going to borrow the yellow gold here just to refresh my own memory how many stones there are, because my goodness, I have forgotten it's been that long. And how many? White gold over there. I thought you said 2, but she's actually making the W sign, and we love that. So let me just count up real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I got 26 stones here. So yes, if you take the 202, we have 26 individual stones. That means that each and every diamond there is about an 8-pointer. But because they're bezel set, they look double that or more. That's what bezel sets do. Which, Joanne, which color are you getting? Okay, so yellow gold, you've got, okay, just the original yellow gold, fine. Okay, so they're only getting the one yellow gold, white gold, and you've got, okay, so it sounds like our rose gold may be gone. Very busy on the phone lines. Here it is. Oh, this is just the most amazing necklace you could ever wear. Andy, did you get one? Yes, white gold. Did you say white? Okay, so here's the deal. And I do want to be just also mindful of the fact that there's an open bezel. So whether it's front or back, you're going to see diamond shine, diamond sparkle, diamond brilliance. But I like to be, when it's actually attached, I like to be mindful of it's made in one way so that there is a front and a back. Now it will move. If you can see here, if I'm spinning it and turning it, it will move a little bit. But generally, if you look at it and put it where the open bezels are facing forward and facing to the front, when you put it on, it generally more or less stays that way once you have it all attached. So in other words, if you kind of leave it as a straight line, pay attention to where the front of the bezels are like I just did, and then attach it and clasp it and close it, it's going to want to stay right this way. So yes, they can move as you move, kind of just depends on how active you are, but that's really the idea. So just be a little mindful of taking a look at it once before you fasten it, and then you'll be good to go, and you will have that on a fabulous, just a neckline that's just going to add that touch of glamour every day. I love that most of our DBTYs don't go all the way around in the diamonds. They tend to go only a half or a third the way around. This one, for those of you like myself, if you like to have your hair up, or maybe you have a short hairstyle and folks are seeing the back of your neckline every day, this is really good for that, because they do go all the way around, with the exception of, and this is what I wanted to show you, I just attached it here at the 16-inch length. So I wanted to show you and illustrate that if you do go 16, which I love to do with my DBTY, you're gonna have that little sexy drape down the back of the neck as well. So there would be that extra. Same with the 17, it'll just be a little shorter. If you go with 17, you'll have about an inch of drape down the back of the neckline as well. So that's last call, 60 seconds on that one, then we gotta go. And here I'll put the yellow gold back on this display for you so you can see them together and really get a really, boy, that's something that happens when you get this draped effect. When those two layer together, I mean, my goodness, it just is a look. It's very like, I don't know, it takes me back to like, you know, the Great Gatsby era, where you just saw a lot of this idea, these longer chains, these beautiful looks that are so really relevant now. I mean, the Diamonds by the Yard is a huge like franchise in jewelry, which just kind of means the continuous stations of diamonds all the way around a neckline. And that's what we have here. So Tanzanite time will be next. Don't forget about the mint tourmalines trillions we had earlier. Don't forget about the big aqua in the bridge we had earlier. We're down to 45 minutes left in the show tonight. That means I needed a sip of water, so I apologize. But here we go. We've got more to show you, and we still have that aqua in the bridge. We actually have a few of our bridge mountings left. Did anybody get the rose gold, or did I just hear that and they changed their minds? Okay, so we have, let me know how many we have left, Andy, if you will be so kind, because I want to let everyone know as the night wears on here. I know it's unfair to put it on a Wednesday night when most people aren't tuned in, but obviously we didn't have enough with 5 total. We didn't have enough to go around for like a weekend show or a Friday night show. So here we are. You're the lucky ones. You get it. So that's going to be a last call, and then let me know if we have any left on those. And then here comes the big Tansy deal. It's back up close where our ring are. Look at that ring. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a little preview of it. And now you all get to feast your eyes on the bright flashes of neon red that this elongated emerald cut. Yes, to a degree, all emerald cuts are elongated, but you're getting an extra elongation here that is really showing off the best of museum reserves. And we have it right now. It's item number, let me go grab it. We still are looking at final quantities of DBTYs. Grab those as you can. But here's 1129-057. And again, let us know if you have any questions about the DBTY. That is your moment to get in on that $26.99 deal. And then here we go with the 5 carat 30, 51 points in diamonds. We kept that clean, we kept that classic. But you're seeing here the 530 elongated, little tip. It does look larger. When you see it on the hand, it's going to look a lot larger than a 5 carat 30, at least it does to me, because it's got that elongation. So what you see visually is very different from the carat weight, and I would contend that's mostly what we're going to base a look on, is what you see and not what it weighs, because half the time you're going to forget what your stone weighs anyways. So it's important to think about it in terms of, okay, well, what does it look like when it's on the hand? And this one, I'm going to have to zoom back just a touch here, but that's what it looks like here on the hand. So you can see, I just had that zoomed in for the necklace a bit, but you can see there what it does. This is a better light to really display Tanzanite color. And I'm just contorting here so I can walk around and zoom back a bit for you. Just show you that normal depth that we're at there, so you can see it in relation to every other ring that I ever have on for you, but you can see what that does. There's a liveliness, there's a brightness, there's those reds coming through. This is museum reserve, so obviously if it were to magically somehow, some way not get a home today, it goes out to museum, escorted by security, literally in human form, not in a box. It's too rare, it's too valuable to put in a box and put a label on and ship. It's got to be instead escorted with major security, armed security personnel to actually transport it from one location to another, to get it on a plane, to go to Europe, then to be escorted yet again by armed security to get it to its final destination, which is on display in a museum. Or we can just skip all that and send it right to you, which is even better. I think that's even better. Skip all of it, send it to you. And I love that, you know, it's so tempting to go overboard with tanzanites like this. It's tempting to go add a lot of diamonds, give it 2 carats in diamonds, but then a lot of us say, I can't wear that every day. That's not the style I want to wear all the time. I need something simple and classic and really timeless. And maybe you're thinking ahead to daughters who are going to be wearing it years from now, or granddaughters that are going to be wearing it decades from now. And you're thinking about the longevity of a style, and you want to stay timeless and true and classic for those reasons. Here's the style that I think is best for that as well. And it's going to be better than, oh, and by the way, you can change the gold color. Good news there. You can do yellow or rose, whatever you like. No problem. You can change it up and switch it up. So that's not an issue either. But now we got to take the 5 carat 30 and get you, well, I don't know. We got 40 minutes left to go. Here's what I'm going to do. From the $13,999 price tag, going much lower than that, let's send it on out of here. It's the time to do it, guys. It's the time to get it because, well, we talked about diamonds by the yard not coming back for the end of the year. Tanzanites won't be here till the end of the year. I dread the day when it's like really shopping season is in full swing and it's Thanksgiving and we're all sitting around and, you know, it's a Thursday, so we'll be here, you know, Thursday, and Christmas is probably on a day we'll be here. And so I think about all these holidays coming up. Halloween will be here and Thanksgiving will be here and Black Friday will be here and Christmas Eve will be here and Christmas and New Year's Eve and New Year's and all that. And I think about how many people are going to be calling asking for pieces like blue wing block Ds. Where are they? Bring them out. I'm ready. It's holidays. I'm ready to treat myself. I'm ready to get that great gift idea. And how they won't be here. The blue wing block Ds that we have gotten, I know, so accustomed to seeing here for some 7 years are not going to be here. The stones that are left are going to be in museums. What do? We can't bring them back. They don't, it's not like we can just call them up and say, okay, you guys are done. We're going to take it back. We don't do that. Museums exhibits run for years at a time. We're going to make this be better than $13,999. Got to do it. Got to make sure it's a value for you. It will not be anywhere close to $13,000 because I'm here to make it a deal so we can get it at home. And classic diamond weight, love that halo. And did you notice the halo goes specifically around every facet, every cut of the emerald cut border? You see that? It's even got the notch corners that we don't typically see. That's pretty unique to see those notch corners and see the halo emphasize that, and the diamonds down the sides as well. Well, it's not going to be $13,000. It's going to go on the auction block because I know no other way. Let's get you a better than cost price, better than what we paid to put it together. That was completed, about 4 o'clock today. 4 o'clock today. The finishing touches were put on this ring for tonight's show, and now you get it for less than, the cost I've got here. We're going to go under cost for you because I think, and with 39 minutes left to go on our Wednesday, something like that's going to need to happen to make this yours. to make this your deal, especially if you don't have one yet. If you're a newer shopper, we've had a lot of new shoppers tonight already. A lot of them coming in, first-time shoppers. They picked up the phone, they picked up a piece, and they're glad they did. Well, now we get to take this even lower than $13,000, then $10,000, then $9,000, then $8,000, then $7,000, then $6,000, then $5,000. And now we're at $1,000 a carat. Who's going to have this blue wing? Nobody does, but we do. And here's your chance to pick it up for less. Less than $5,000, less than $4,000, less than even, can we go even lower? I mean, $10 increments, sure. Sure, we just need to find a way to get more than one shopper. I mean, we had a zero to start auction earlier, and I think we had 3 people on the whole auction. And we started at nothing. So trying to make this more accessible than ever and not even doing $3,500 sounds good to me. I was going to do $39,000, but that's just a weird number to start an auction at. So how about we skip that and go $3,500 and give it 60 seconds to get it going. 60 seconds. Come on in, my party people. You are here tonight because you're waiting for the deal. You're waiting for low to get desperate and low to go extra low. And when I say low, it's lower than cost. And that's an extra special discount you're getting. Because if we can't make it at a price tag you like, nobody can. And now if we go lower than our own cost to make it and give it away to you, well, that's a pretty good time to shop, I would say. Because as we get busier, as the fall progresses and October's here and time changes soon and then it starts to get dark at 4 p.m. and I hate driving in the dark, but hey, they were going to be doing it, right? All those things, and the seasons really shift and we get really excited for what's to come with holidays and special moments coming up. We want to have the great jewelry as a part of our repertoire to go to. This is it, and there's it's a window and it's closing. Fleeting final moments to get your Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves. Again, they go out to museums. If they stick around here, they really don't. They go out to museums. They really do. That's what Museum Reserve is all about. So instead of $35,000, let's go even lower because I will not leave this here. Cannot leave it here tonight. It will not be $35,000 or $34,000 or $33,000. Let's go even lower and we'll beat everybody's price out there. I promise you we will. And everyone else has got lower quality material and they're still charging more. I say you don't have to do that. You don't have to go there. Let's make it even better than even $33,000 or $32,000 or $31,000. Let's go. $3,000 to start. And we'll give it 60 seconds to get that going. And look at these amazing, it's beyond flashes. The whole side, I would say it's red sides. It's the entire stone lights up red internally. And let me actually zoom back just a bit so you can see it move a little bit more so we can get that proper angle so you can look directly into that stone and see what this does. And nobody's going to top 2 things, the quality or the price tag. And there you see reds running east to west and north to south. All of the stone. And this is in the most direct light possible. When you see it in a lower light, in a less direct light, it just becomes even more of that neon glow we love. $3,000. All right, no open on that one. We'll move on to our Champagne Diamond Plus. There's actually a whole wheel of sapphires here. And I know we missed, we didn't see you on the last day of September. We were off yesterday. We're off on Mondays and Tuesdays. So as a little welcome to October, but still thinking about the September birthstone, let's show you our sapphire trio that we have. These are the big ones. The big ones are coming, and they still, you know what's interesting, you get a little bit of a Tanzanite look because our Tanzanites are so blue. You get a little bit of that beautiful look here, but in a durable stone. I'll tell you, for those of you that really, if you tend to be, I hear it all the time, I'm really harsh on my jewelry. If you're harsh on your jewelry, go with sapphire. Sapphire's a 9 in the Mohs scale, so it can put up with whatever you got. Whatever you put it through the paces. You never need to worry about your sapphires or your rubies or your diamonds. Here we go with the 3 different options, all in platinum. We've got either a 132, a 157, or a 201, so we'll walk you through which is which. All in platinum with diamonds. Let's give it a little bit of room here, and another big blowout. We had the blowout on the purple paraibas. Now we're going to do some blowouts on some fabulous sapphires, all in those royal blues. You can see the left side. You're not seeing things. The left side is slightly darker. The 2 on the right and the center, I would say those are more of those rich, bright cornflower to royal blues that you're seeing there as well. And now we get to take it down to one crazy price just because they're a little, didn't quite get to them on September, at least for the final few days. So here's a little addendum to our sapphire special for a September celebration of the birthstone that obviously comes in a lot of colors, but there's one classic. And we know the blue sapphires are really synonymous with that word sapphire. chances are, if you've ever heard sapphire, we think of blues. And yet there's so many different, truth be told, most of the blue sapphires look more black. They look like a midnight blue sky, kind of like what's behind me, a lovely evening. And just, I don't know if that's a cute little play on words, but I was going to say like so long to the Ceylons, because it's Ceylon sapphires, and we love that. But they're about to be long gone is what they are, because there's an incredible price about to come your way. And I just need to give away some jewelry. So what I said is, I need to give away some jewelry, and I will do that. Royal blue, pick your, whatever your favorite, because everyone, I can tell you all day long what's worth the most and what's high value. It's ultimately what you like. You're not going to buy something just because I say it's high value. You're going to get something because you like it, and because you want to wear it, and because you want to accessorize with that piece. And you have to let me know. Now, this is the 201, so the 201's right over here on the left. That's my 201, 48 points in diamonds. Then the center has more of a floral look, doesn't it? Floral meets star. That's going to be a 132 with 37 points in diamonds right there in the middle. And then we go over to this super elongated cushion. And that is, they're calling it an oval. I would say it's a little more cushiony. It's a 157, 82 points in diamonds. So the most diamond weight is on the right. The most carat weight of your center stone's on the left. You choose your favorite, whichever one you like. They're not going to be even, oh, the $49.99 price. I want to toss it. We want to make this a lot better than $4,000. I'm never going to sell anything at $49.99 today. I could have the Hope diamond itself sitting here on this wheel for $49.99, and y'all say, give me a deal. Give me a better deal. Give me something better. So we'll do it. We'll do it. We got 33 minutes left. I'm still awaiting that first request of the night. Been on the air for 2 hours and a half. Haven't had a request. Still waiting. Actually, that's not true. We had an aqua request, and then that led to like all the aquas coming out. And we still have a couple aquas left, which I will be recapping. I'm going to recap that 253 in the carat 22 bridge, because that was one of the serious values of the show tonight. So we'll be recapping that. But let's take a look at sapphires really quickly here. Get you a better value than $49, $39, $29, or $19.99. Let's go even lower. Pick your favorite. The big one's on the left. The second largest is on the right. All in platinum. They stay in platinum. We'll size them for you. They're going out today. There's no chance they stick around, because this value is way too good. And also, by the way, this mounting, I think that's so cool how it actually has diamonds set at different levels. You see how some are sitting a little higher and some are a little lower, and it all feels like this asymmetrical design, kind of like a deconstructed halo that I think is really fresh and cool. And it's not going to be $19.99 either. Let's go $1,888. Take your favorite and let me know what requests you have. I have one new item left to show you for the whole show. Everything has been seen except for one champagne diamond. So now I'm going to need your requests. Whatever you want to see, or what you want to see again, because I could always, usually on Wednesdays we got to like do the whole first hour again, because we've got some first hour items still here. So we'll do that as well. Yes, we will. And that ring I'm wearing, I'm getting some questions from you guys about the ring I'm wearing. Is it a gift? No. Is it a special occasion? No. It's just the band that's coming up this weekend. We have a new diamond bezel set band with oval stones, and they're bezel set. So for those of you who like the 5 stones but bezel set, we're going to have that coming up this weekend. It's what the ring I'm wearing on my index finger all night. We've got 1888 in our sapphires. You've got it. All right, the big one's gone. Congratulations, I'll try it on. That's going to be item number 112, 7937. There's the big 2 carat 01. Way to go. Thank you so much. That one is spoken for, and 2 remaining. Now those colors, those bright open colors in the blues are very specialty. That's a 132 on the left. So here's your 132, and here is the larger of the 2 with that elongation. That's going to be the 157. All right, it's champagne time. Everybody raise a glass. We've got champagne coming up. I know, on a Wednesday night. Every night is worth celebrating. And we have it here in the ultimate celebration piece, a VS round diamond. I don't know how often you've been hanging out with me lately, but I have been giving away big diamonds in fancy colors, no less. Earlier tonight, I had this is how like over the top hoity-toity I got tonight. I had a beautiful orange diamond. I had a GIE certified natural fancy vivid orange diamond tonight. 40 pointer, $6,000. Amazing. Then I had the pinks that have all sold out recently. The greens, I know a few of you have been asking me for more greens. I'll let you know if we get anything. I've had orange diamonds, champagne diamonds, green diamonds, chameleon diamonds, yellow diamonds, pink diamonds, you name it. This is my champagne round. Last round champagne we have, the way we want it. That beautiful sparkle, that effervescence. Champagne diamonds, of course, refers to the color. I don't know if you guys ever watch TV other than home shopping, but I do because I watch sports. If the TV is on, my TV is not on unless I'm watching sports. There's been a lot of sports. It's that time of year where it's playoffs and basketball's starting and hockey's starting and baseball's ending and all these good things. And so it's interesting. I've been very intrigued by a nationwide ad campaign that's begun catering to the male universe. And it's all about diamonds in browns and oranges and yellows, and they're calling, and it's a big campaign that is launched for the holiday season. And I don't know if they trademarked their name for it, but you know the place where you go, like if you're driving through Death Valley on your way to Nevada, Las Vegas, and it's really hot and dry and desolate, you know what they call that topography? I technically live in one as well in Southern California. They're calling it those types of diamonds, and they're referring to all the different brown and orange and reddish tones of diamonds that are so hot right now. And yet, whether they're real or natural, who knows? Point is, there is a moment happening, whereas I think that for a lot of people, just like we were talking about sapphires, most people assume a sapphire is blue. I think a lot of people assume that diamonds are just white or colorless. And there is this world of exotic colors. And if you're getting a natural from the earth color of diamond, that automatically gives you rarity. Now we're showing you here our champagne tone that has that really brightness. It's a lighter champagne, which I'll tell you why I really like the lighter champagnes, because they're a great jumping off point for the brilliance, because we still care about things like, do you see the colors of the rainbow? This is 9167. I'm gonna pop it up to eye level. We've set it in the bridge mounting. It is basically that what you're gonna see bombarding your televisions, your magazines, your social media feeds. It's all about these different earth tone diamonds. Basically it's having yet another moment. So we're seeing this really ramp up for the holiday season. You can get, I don't even want to think about what they're charging in these retail establishments for those so-called, you know, like hot weather, hot place diamonds. But I will tell, I mean, I'm trying not to say, because I don't know if they trademarked it or whatnot, and I don't need a lawsuit, but point is, like, yeah, they're just naming them. Back in the day, you remember when they called brown diamonds, they named them after like candy bars, where, you know, there's been different names throughout the world. Well, the point is, what you concern yourself with is less about the name. That's really just kind of a selling technique to give it some traction and to get it talked about in the world. But instead, we care about things like, is it natural? And the good news is that wherever you shop, there's so much going on in faux, and that's F-A-U-X, that means just like literally fake diamonds. There's so much happening in this world where almost everything you see is faux. I would rather you see the beautiful quality of natural, if you can get it. And usually the problem with that is the price tag. We're gonna change that. And we give you that great value on the natural stones that, again, at the end of the day are worth something. So 1 carat in our round, natural champagne, 95 points in diamonds in this bridge. This is kind of a lower profile, not as wide bridge as some we see. It is 95 points though on the side, so you are getting 195 in total. And the actual price tags on man-made diamonds right now are through the roof. Granted, there's a very large profit margin built into those because, well, they can. They don't cost, the technology has become so advanced that it's not hard to do it. They're kind of everywhere. There's prolific, it just means they're making a lot of them. It's everywhere. So the profit margins built in are huge, to the point where it's not even inexpensive to get a faux diamond anymore. I'd rather see you get the real deal, have something that's valuable and worthy of a collector's status piece like this is, and we're gonna give it away right now. And I'm gonna make this really easy and really simple for 1 caller, a carat in the center, beautiful diamonds. That double row, by the way, runs all the way underneath. So everything that you see up top is actually sitting over the double row in diamonds that's running throughout, like you see right there. So you can see those diamonds keep on going, and then the inside all finished. Look at the width of the band even through the back. Look at the depth of the band through the back. So it's really hefty, solid. You're gonna feel your piece. This one's only a size 5, and I can tell you it's heavy. It's heavy. And you may get a larger size, and guess what? It's going to be even more gold that's incorporated in to that design, and we'll take it lower than, I cannot do $17,999. There are flashes of purple, pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, all those colors. If it's in the rainbow, it should come through in your diamond. And even though the base color is there, and that's clearly a champagne, we want the VS to basically look, and we know that it's a VS stone based on the brilliance we're seeing. It's not just about the body color of the diamond. It's about all of the brilliance coming from within. And it's a better value than $17,999. Let's go ahead and just auction it off. I can only do so much. Lowest price I have here is still 10 grand. We'll make it more affordable for you right now. The very first call, actually, let's just put it on the auction block. Then we've got some requests coming in as well. So Robert, we got you covered. We got a couple gents rings for you to take a look at in sapphires. But here we are going lower than even $10,000. Can't start an auction at 10 grand and expect to get callers. So let's make it a deal. I know what the mounting costs. I got it right here in front of me. We finished this piece yesterday. Yesterday, we don't have a show on Monday or Tuesday, but this was finished yesterday, ready to go for today, just the mounting, and that just means the diamonds and the gold, not that center 1 carat, which is where there's a lot of value in that center 1 carat, but all of basically the foundation to that ring is over, I'm reading this directly from the bag verbatim. That is and hear me out on this because it's $4,238 for the mounting. We're going to take you under that because if you don't understand value yet, because you haven't been shopping for those different colors of diamonds out there in the world, I think that pretty much tells you, as our own manufacturer, and we're the only place that manufactures their own fine jewelry, so there's that. And the fact that we do everything right. Most of our gold is not bought from the gold market today. It's actually made from gold that's been repurposed from previous pieces that we have since melted. That is how the gold world works. So that's a huge benefit, helps you with the value. And we're going to take it less than even what? If it's $4,000, suddenly it's less than the mounting. With the 1 carat diamond, I'm trying to show you that we can bring you a value even when nobody else can. We can beat our own values. We can bring you something that's not going to be $4,000 or even $3,000. I'll go even lower, and here is the big value on a natural diamond. Natural, through and through, no treating, no heating. So I just got a message yesterday. It was literally about 24 hours ago, and a shopper had purchased a 1 carat 11 diamond from me. And she reached out and said, I got to ask you something. And I thought, okay, well, this is going to be personal. She said, I just got to ask you something. I got my diamond. I bought it from you. I got it at home. I received it. I love it. It was one of those orangey champagnes that I had a couple days ago. She said, I love it, but I just got to ask you. And she said, please be honest with me. And I'm going, have we met? She said, tell me, is that really a natural diamond? True story. This really happened yesterday. And I responded to her in in seconds. And I said, yeah. Every diamond we do outside of black diamonds are irradiated. They always are. We see like 2 a year. So I'm not concerned with those. It's the pinks, the greens, the chameleons, the orange, the champagnes. They all are unheated, untreated, from the earth, out of the ground, that color. She was so floored by her value. She said, I still can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe I got the deal I did, and it's even prettier in person than it was on TV, and I'm just thrilled. And you know, that's what it's about. And here's yet another opportunity to get one of those right now where you're not even spending $3,000 to get it started. Let's go. $2,500 with a $10 increment only. $2,500 to open when you're getting almost 2 carats in diamonds overall. And that 1 carat center, which is so magnificent because it's the round. The rounds are rarer because they're wasteful. You never want to waste a diamond. If you get a piece of rough that's big enough to create a 1 carat, meaning after it's faceted, you don't want to waste it. The rounds are wasteful. They don't do rounds because they're wasteful. They're more wasteful than the cushions and the pears and the ovals and everything else. And that's why we can go years without seeing a round in a diamond. And I'm not talking about the accent stones. Obviously, the accent stones usually are. I'm talking about the big, the important, the center stones, the main events, the big rare, the wonderful, the $2,500 open. We're going to give it 60 seconds to get it started. Come on in. Robert, we've got your 2 rings. I've got a green sapphire and a yellow sapphire to show you next. We've got some rare gents sapphire rings coming up. Our second request of the night. We're going to bring them out right after this auction concludes. We've got 55 seconds to get that started at only $2,500. Remember, the 2 rows in diamonds go all the way underneath your center. There's the halo right above it that's going to hold or really surround your 1 carat exactly round, brilliant diamond in the champagne. There's like, every time it moves, you guys seeing it? Sometimes I look up and I see purples. Sometimes I look up and I see pinks. Sometimes I look up and I see gold and oranges. And it truly is, it's the flashes of the brilliance, but I'm talking about the body color that's Mother Nature made of the stone itself. And we need callers. 20 seconds left to get this one started. Let's go. What a mega moment this is for the collectors, for those that are trying to get diamonds of a unique fashion, for anybody who wants to upgrade a wedding set perhaps. Why not? Couldn't that be a left hand ring finger? Oh yeah. Right hand, middle index, wherever you want to wear it. These are the collectible diamonds that really the wealthiest people in the world are trying to dump their money into. They're getting diamonds. They're getting gemstones and they're getting diamonds. They're not as concerned with real estate. They're not as concerned with stocks and bonds and all those things. And honestly, the precious metals as well. The real wealthy, the royals, the wealthy, the tech gods, all those people, they're investing into precious metals and diamonds and gemstones. Do you think they're going out and buying faux? Do you think they're saying, get me a 10 carat lab-grown diamond? That's not an investment. And I'm only here to bring you values on the real deal, the natural, the from the earth. And that's, as long as we can do it, we're going to do it. And that's a value, because there's nobody selling those man-made stones. And yeah, there's man-made color out there too. There's man-made pinks and there's man-made yellows and there's man-made champagnes. Why? The reason they exist is to give people the opportunity to buy diamonds at a smaller price tag who cannot simply afford the real deal. Because the real deal, that should be $18,000 here. Not retail, not wholesale, not at my best diamond dealer. I work with diamond dealers. I've been in this business a long time, 2.5 decades. So I got a whole litany of great diamond dealers that'll give me a deal. Not a one of them is going to give me that center stone for $2,500, and that's a true story. We have one of the largest jewelry districts in the entire nation. Literally, it's the halfway point between my home and the studio. I drive through it every day, twice a day. Every day, twice a day. I get to drive through the second largest jewelry district in the world, and it's here in Los Angeles. It's a wholesale district. And guess what? Nobody's going to sell me that loose stone for $2,500. And I know everybody there. Like that's the deal. No one's going to sell you that loose stone for $2,500. Forget about the 95 points in the VS diamonds that are with it, or all the gold that is making that ring. But here we are at 25. Do we have the open at 25? We do have the open. We have the open at 25. Thank you. While I was up there chatting, we got the open at 25. 25, well, you know what? We don't have a lot of time left. I just looked up, we had 17 minutes and we still have some requests to get to. So I'll tell you what, let's give it 2 minutes. Let's go. We'll give it 2 minutes now. Starting now, go ahead and dial in $10 on the increment. $10. That's the advance that could turn you into well, from an observer, like a passive observer at home watching, to a winner, a collector, a major moment for diamond lovers right now and right here. And that is it. Then we'll do a few recaps. We've got our requests and recaps coming up. So it's request time and recap time. And if anybody needs to see the GIA certified orange diamond, it was a 40-pointer for $59.99 earlier. Today did have that as well. And then we'll do some recaps for those of you that tuned in a little bit later, like in the last 43 minutes. And also there's a 1 carat pear shape champagne, but honestly, it's so much more money. I won't show it. It looks so tiny in comparison. This is here, but it's like triple the price. So I would say skip this one. I mean, but just if you want a pear shape, we have a pear shape. I prefer this one, to be honest. Just look at, I don't know. It's like triple the price. So I would say, I mean, the $18,000 price. So I'd say just go here. 55 seconds though till we sell it. We are strict about that clock. When the clock hits 0, we close the auction, and we have to get a bid from only those that are on the phone lines. At that moment, 44 seconds away. Then it's recap time. Do we have 25:10? 30 seconds left to go. Last chance, last call. Happy Wednesday. Oh my. And if you ever miss a Wednesday, I would let these types of values that you're watching happen live here be your reminder to never miss a Wednesday. I know it's easy to forget because we're not here Monday, Tuesday. We go like totally off the grid on Monday and Tuesday. So I get it. It's hard to get back into the swing of things when we have that little break. But then you watch a Wednesday and see what we do and go, can't do that. I can't miss Wednesday shows. You cannot and should not, because values like this happen. Because again, lighter audience, auction, look where I started, too low, 25. Let me see if we've got anybody else. I had somebody just trying to get in at the last second. Take a look, let's go. Let me see if we can get them in here. And then Robert, we've got your 2 requests coming. Well, there's just 2 sapphires. I think you just wanted a sapphire gents ring, so we got them. Do we have 2510, yes or no? Gotcha, you got it? That is sold. Congratulations. It's gone. Well done. Thank you so much. All right, Robert, let's take a look at 2 really rare rings. Well, this is a bicolor sapphire. It's not green, it's not yellow, it's not blue, it's all 3. So really it's tricolor. But you know, you put blue and yellow together and you kind of get a green. It's kind of what's happening here. There's blues, there's yellows, and therefore it's kind of green. Now I do have a yellow sapphire straight up. Here's my green, blue, yellow. That's just a cool stone. And then we have the yellow in the watch-inspired, the very presidential link style band. It's not actually flexible. It doesn't actually have links like a watch bracelet would, but it's all solid in form, but it's really cool. And we've got your choice of. So we can do some discounting here. I think we're gonna need to. They're both going to be under $10,000, but $89.99 and the other's $99.99, and you can take your guess as to which is which. Doesn't matter. They're both over 2 carats. Let's start with the green, which is really these multicolors. They're both unheated, by the way, so we'll start with 1122921, which is right here. And keep in mind, this one's going to stay in the yellow. This one actually can be changed. So if you prefer yellow gold to go with your green yellow, go ahead. Yellow or rose is fine. But we do have our last call in the show here. So that's our 223. With the 51 points in diamonds. And then if you want to go bigger and bolder, and yes, bigger stone, that's going to be 7798 on the right side, and 7798 is going to be our yellow sapphire, also unheated. 2 amazing looks in rare sapphires, not the basics at all, and both unheated, untreated, so wild here, aren't they? And we've got also more diamond weight, 59 points here. I do want to point out there's like a double halo, so it's the 1 pave row on the top and the 1 on the profile as well. Both are fully finished. I will show you that. Again, this one can be changed. This one stays in the yellow, and they're both coming below 10,000, actually well below that. They're not even $49.99 a piece. And these are some wild sapphires, from their size to the fact that they're unusual colors to the fact that they're unheated and untreated entirely. That's very impressive. So on the left side of your screen, tell you what, well, the bigger one's on the right. So we'll start there because that's the graphic that's up. We'll take it down to $39.99 for the yellow sapphire. And if you want the green, which actually has a little bit of blue and a little bit of golden, but really overall green, but you'll see it kind of give a chameleon effect when you see it move in the light, that's actually going to be $500 less. I'll do that one for $34.99 for the multi-tonal emerald cut. And it's a rare one. They both are, but certainly when you're getting over 2 carats, unheated, untreated, and then we got a recap coming up. So do let me know here. Last call on our Wednesday night. We've got about 11 minutes remaining to go. So not a lot of time here left. Definitely make sure you're on the phone lines on either of those. They're open to the first caller that says yes, either one, but $39.99 for the right side and $34.99 for the left side, which is that kind of multicolored hue there. The blues and the greens and the goldens all coming through there. Really a spectacular piece either way you go. And again, yellow gold has to stay with the yellow sapphire, which I think is a really good combo. So that makes sense to me, leaving it in the yellow, but you can take that blue, green, golden, and you can change the gold color. And when I say you, I mean we'll do it for you. You don't pay for it, we do it entirely, and you got your choice of. So that's a great way to go. $34.99 on the left, $39.99 on the right. So 2 great options in sapphires. And then this is what they look like on. I'll show you the yellow sapphire here. It's just a really cool, I love this style. I mean, I would wear that too, and I'm not opposed to bigger rings, so I like it for a gal as well. But you've got that watch-inspired design there. We also have this really cool green. It's kind of a blue-green. Love the emerald cut. Watch this. This is where you really get to see the amazing colors, how they come through, because you get to see it move a little bit more when it's here on the hand. So those 2 options are here. Let's do a little recap. for you. We got 10 minutes remaining to go in the show. We're going to anchor the recap with the stunner of the 5 carat 30 in the Blue Wing Block D. That is our Museum Reserve Emerald Cut. Reminder, these were way back early on today. This is that beautiful opal earring in that designer style. That's going to be our 2 carat 60 total weight in opals, carat 30 each, in the platinum. They stay in the platinum. We'll give it a little more room here as well. I'm just going to add a few more pieces to it. I think this is the one that's the bit of the shocker tonight, is that the Aquamarine had all these big grandiose aquamarines tonight, most of which are gone. Then I bring out the finale, the 2 carat 53 with the largest diamond weight of all tonight, the carat 22 in the bridge. And that is somehow, some way, with this massive discount that it received, that ring is down to $1,999 for that aqua that is in the front right of your screen. I also, this has been something a lot of you asked about tonight. I believe it is still here. We have this gorgeous pinky golden Imperial topaz and platinum. That is a carat 53 Imperial, 43 points in the round and baguette diamonds, and that is only $12.99. And then, of course, the big cat, the big Panther, the ferocious but fierce but lovely, but really just, again, I don't think it looks menacing. A lot of the Panther designs out there look a little mean. They look a little aggressive. I think this one has like a sweet countenance to it. You know, it's just kind of just, again, looks like the exotic animal jewelry we love. We have about 8 minutes left in the show. We're going to see you tomorrow night at 5. Don't forget to join us right at the top of the show, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. We bring you 3 hours of live jewelry tomorrow, as usual. That's Thursday, that's Friday nights. Then on the weekends, we're here during the day. This is our set of 5 recap wheel. It's our 5 on this October 1st. What a fun show. If you have purchased anything tonight, congratulations. If you're thinking about anything tonight, I would say it's time to say congratulations, because you should definitely pick up some of these great values that we have left here. So just a reminder, we have the Tanzanite in the middle. That is down to, well, we were trying to get that one started for $3,000. So let me know if you'd like that one. We could always do a quick little mini auction on the fly. We've got this whole big Panther ring, 227 in diamonds, 18 karat gold, by the way. We've got a lot of 18 karat platinum up there to look at. This whole side here is platinum. That's the Imperial and the opal earrings. The opal earrings are amazing. The Panther's amazing. If there's anything that's catching your eye, pick it up right now. But this is the pair of earrings for $999 in platinum with big diamonds. There's the $12.99 Imperial topaz, the $29.99 Tanzanite. Just take it. We have 7 minutes. Let's go. And then we've got the $29.99 for $227 in diamonds, emeralds, the emerald eyes, the beautiful onyx in the nose. And that is 18 karat solid and one of the biggest 18 karat gold pieces we have. That's here for $29.99. And then really, truly, I think this is where we should just kind of probably just zoom in and show this, because I'm not even understanding how there's a 253 Sierra Santa Maria Aqua, and it's in the bridge mounting with a carat 22 in diamonds in your choice of gold. And that is down below $2,000, $19.99. for that amazing aquamarine that is the best quality that money can buy. And it just so happens it usually takes $60,000 or $70,000 per carat. That could be a $150,000 stone. And instead, it's $19.99 for the complete finished ring. So this is our last call on that wheel. Just a recap of some of these amazing pieces we've had tonight. If you have any questions about anything you've seen tonight, well, absolutely call us, because you may want to ask and see if your favorite piece is still here, or check out if there's anything left of, like, let's say the DBTY. That was certainly a favorite. We have one left in the yellow gold and one left in the white gold, and that's it on the DBTY, the 202. Back, and probably not for long. Here is that Diamonds by the Yard action that we love so much. Yes, the 202. I know so many of you just tuning in here because this is about when people get their evenings of TV shopping started. Well, here it is. This is the DBTY. I have the white and I have the yellow. It's just one left of each, and let me drape them here. Before I had the yellow inside the white, I'm going to do the opposite here just for you to see how they drape so beautifully. This is our 202 Diamonds by the Yard. Hasn't been here in a very long while. It's back, and it's $26.99 for the white or the yellow gold here tonight. One of each left in the white or the yellow, so please grab those as quickly as you can. That's a necklace you will live in. That's one small investment to make into the necklace that you're going to wear every day for life. It truly is the piece to get. So white or yellow, let us know if you'd like the last. Remember, they're all adjustable. Yes. I can again. So these were on earlier tonight, and it's item number 11. Let's bring up the information if we can, Tony, on the opal earring here. It's 1129362. I'll remind everybody of what they are lengthwise. So there's going to be 260 total weight in your opals. Of course, they're going to look bigger than that. That's what one looks like from a distance. Here's the length they're going to give you. Then I'll pop one on the ear. They do have a post at the top third of the earring. They will have a butterfly backing, and they are going to be that 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'm going to put one on the ear for you as well, so you can see what that'll look like. The size is quite large. And again, I'm going to put the post right where the piercing is, so you get a really good idea of how they're going to look from a distance away. So there's going to be a little bit of drape, just depending on where your piercing is in your lobe, but that's how they would look right there on me. So I've got the post right there in the piercing, so you can see how they have a little bit of drop on my lobe. Just they're going to extend a little bit below, but nothing that's going to be a lot of movement, no articulation to them. It's still like a bigger button style earring, okay? So they are $9.99, by the way, for those platinum, and I would say they look like far more diamonds than 44 points, but hey, if you get extras for free, I think we're all for that, aren't we? So the opal earrings are gone. Congratulations, thank you. We'll go back to the wheel, take another look here close up of what is left. And then reminder, we still have the DBTY, white or yellow only, at $26.99. And here is what's remaining. I'll see if I can pop in something else for you to look at in the open space we have, since our opals have found their home. And again, they stay in platinum on 9362. But we still have that 5 carat 30 Tanzanite. Still have that really, really good aqua. You know what? I'm just going to come in on the aqua. Leave the Panther if you must. Leave the Imperial at $12.99. Leave this at $29.99. Leave the Panther. But I'll tell you, because we want to melt that down. But this just needs a moment by itself, on its own, up close. Item number is 9364. Ever so stunned by this value. And we had a lot of big aquas go earlier. Some of the big ones, the 7 carat, the other 2 carat. Look at this, though. 253 oval. All the saturation, it looks like a blue diamond because you're actually seeing the diamond brilliance reflect through the stone, and we're down to 2.5 minutes, by the way. So 2.5 minutes till glory here. So just call us and tell us what you need to know more about. But this is last call, and again, don't wait till tomorrow because the pieces will not be here. And here is that sensational 253 with a carat 22 in the bridge. The bridge is stacked with amazing gold. Tons of gold, white, yellow, or rose, your choice of. This is something, I'll tell you, we matched our best value of the night here with this aqua. Do not miss out on it because that one is $1,999. For that incredible aqua, best quality out there. I'm talking the world over. I'm not talking about the home shopping world or just here. I'm talking about worldwide, all the different sources for blue beryl that there are. And yet nothing is going to compare to Sierra, Santa Maria, and you got it here in this 253 size. $19.99 is your incredible price tag, and we are counting down the last now about 1.5 minutes of this show. So this is the one to get. I'm going to try it on for you as well, so you can see it one more time, because that is one of, you know by now, this is one of the most heavy, high-end, really opulent mountings we do, with the way it's done with, essentially it's built like 4 rings, but it's all in one. Here's what it looks like. Do not wait, do not wait, do not wait, do not wait, because it will be gone. And in a matter of, well, about 80 seconds, we're going off the air. And so we're here for a couple minutes after. You would be shocked if you know how many orders we place after we're off the air. So it's almost like, you never think, you might not hear me say it because we're going off the air in about 70 seconds, but things do go, and we don't want you to risk it and wait till tomorrow and find out that your favorite piece is indeed gone. So it's time to get it right now and right here, and choose your gold. And remember, you have a money-back guarantee as well, and it could not be any better on that value at $19.99. So it's a really big moment to get the aquamarine of your dreams. It's a carat 22. That is a significant mounting. We were talking about, it's, you know, big money mounting that you're not paying for, because we paid more to make that mounting, and then we added the aqua, which is gorgeous, and we did all of that and brought it down to $19.99. One caller takes it here at the end of the show. So white, yellow, rose in your size. No need to size up. Go true to size on this one as well. And thank you so much for being with us tonight. Reminder, we're here tomorrow night and Friday night, same time. 5 o'clock Pacific is when we kick off. 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got 3 hours live tomorrow night, 3 hours live on Friday night. Then, of course, our weekends are going to be amazing as well. So please join me when you can. We look forward to sharing all the new jewelry with you. And for now, we wish you a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching and shopping tonight. I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us at TVON, good night. We'll see you tomorrow.